Welcome, everybody, to Chosen Live number 50. 50 already? Whew! This is where the fun begins. Absolutely. Bang on, Natalie. Well said. Well said. Natalie, Lisa, AR, how are you all doing? How are you all doing? Now, I'm going to turn whatever this jazzy disco feeding the ducks music is off. Now, initially, I was going to do this a while ago, but, things cropped up. Things happen, and we're here now. Now, initially, it was going to be Kenobi specific, but just when I think I'm on one topic, they go and pull me into another. So, got a lot to talk about regarding a deleted Joker scene from the Batman. Now, I've seen it. Well, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. The weird one says the deleted scene is cool. Yes, it is. It is indeed. So the way I'll structure this, because I did want this to be predominantly a Kenobi-centric kind of stream, but I wanted to touch upon that deleted scene first off anyway. So I will be doing most of this stream on Kenobi, but I'm going to touch upon that scene just a little bit, because I have seen the scene. I like the way it plays out. And the one question I have, why wasn't it in the movie? Why wasn't it in the movie? Or at least an end credit scene. It was just a missed opportunity there for me. Just a missed opportunity. But the scene reaffirms. Let me find the actor's full name. He was just in Eternals. He was also in Dunkirk. Where is it? There we go. Have a little look. There we go. Barry Keoghan. There we go. And just the tone that Matt Reeves has gone for within this scene. Sup, King? The tone that Matt Reeves has gone for within this scene of Barry Keoghan's Joker opposite Robert Pattinson's Batman, who freaking nailed it like I said he would. And obviously, shout out to RJ as well. But Barry's approach to the Joker, I absolutely freaking adore, because Heath Ledger's was almost scary because it was real. Watkins is scary because it's real. Jared Leto is Jared Leto. Cesar Romero is very classic. Jack Nicholson, very classic. But Barry Keoghan's one is very... How do I put this? The tone that we went with the Riddler in the first movie of the Batman, where that opening shot happens and you see the Riddler behind behind Batman. No, not behind Batman. Sorry, I'm seeing Batman pop up in the chat. Behind the Riddler's first victim. Just the way it's shot, the way it's done. It's almost like a horror movie. And that's what I love about the Matt Reeves universe. RJ, what's up? Yes, I think save the Joker. Don't use him yet. I think what they've gone for with this approach to the Joker is a very demonic, scary, for all intents and purposes, almost Satan-like Joker. Almost Satan-like Joker. He doesn't look as comic-y as the ones we've had in the past. But the way Barry Keoghan plays this role, I'm already excited, because I love the tone that they're going with. And the scene that was in the Batman where the Riddler goes, no, and then thrown in a slammer. And then half hour later, we get the scene of him and the Joker interacting. And then the Joker's going, and doing that in the offset, like, perfect. I love it. I really do love it. It's almost like if, you know your comics and stuff, the treatment that Joker gives to Jason Todd, it's almost like someone's done that to this Joker. Like, his face looks completely screwed up. Like, it's been beaten to a pulp. And shout out to Barry Keoghan, because as soon as he was cast in Dunkirk, I said, you know what? This guy's going to go places. And he was in Eternals. He's the new Joker. Best of both worlds, Marvel and DC. And he's just been in a range of projects since. And he brings such an element to the role where he really immerses himself within the character. So the character he plays in Eternals is literally just almost... How do I put this? It's almost like two completely separate characters. And that's what I've always said is the mark of a great actor. If you can put two different roles in front of them, can they deliver? And Barry delivers. I'm so fascinated to see. Let me pull up an image just to really enhance what I'm talking about. I really feel like the way Matt Reeves is going about this universe, and this is why, in regards to people like Mr. Freeze or Poison Ivy, they're great, but I don't think we should use them yet. I think we should stick to the street level grounded characters first. And this is one of them in particular that I think is being set up for the long term. I don't think this is being set up, to be used in the next film. I think this is being set up for a while. Now, this image right here, let me zoom out. I absolutely love this shot. This almost looks like something that's straight out of a horror movie. It doesn't look like it's from a Batman movie or even, a superhero movie. It looks like it's a horror movie. And this is what I've always said about characters like the Joker, like Riddler. As much as DC plays off on the fact that, there are kids that are interested in these superhero comics and stories, there is always an element, can't speak tonight, an element of horror to them, where if you remove all the bravado of that, if you remove all that out the way, there is an element of horror to them. And that's what Todd Phillips's Joker did well, is they took the idea of the Joker and they made it into like this, biopic on the real world, and how one person can have one bad day and descend into a madness. Oh, David Ramos, thank you. W Hairstyle, shout out to you. Welcome to the stream. And yeah, Ace Chemicals, can't wait to see the backstory on that. It's because Matt Reeves said the Joker has a disease that makes him have those scars. Well, there you go. You see, already there's a new approach to the Joker, and I love it. I really, really love it, because the way that this universe, the tone is Arkham. It's literally Arkham Asylum. And when I say Arkham Asylum, I don't mean just the Arkham Asylum that we've seen before. I mean the games, the video games. I get that vibe. And I really feel like there is foundation being laid here for a good 20 years worth of stories. I really don't feel like, no worries, Tristan, brother. I really feel like there's an element to this where they're setting something up to literally expand upon it for a good 20 years. This is the Batverse inept. This is it, all here. I guarantee you, this universe that Matt Reeves has now built is going to be the foundation for 20 years of Batman stories. All DC have to do is not screw it up. That's literally all they need to do. Now, I mean, as much as I love Obi-Wan and Anakin, let's change the background briefly. There you go. Let's change it to that. Oh, actually, wait, how about, because it's just me. There we go. We'll change it to, let's change it to that. The bat and the cat. No, let's stick with the original one. It fits better. I'm a very design kind of choice person. But more or less, will the Joker be in the second Batman? I don't think so. I think this is the setup for things to come. And as I've talked about with the boys on the Kings of Pop Culture, I've said this and I stand by this. I think Bane is next up. I think Hush is down the line. And I think all those cells that are next to Joker and Riddler are going to start to be filled up. By the fourth Batman, massive breakout. Arkham breakout. All three. All of them. Every single one of them. And that's where Joker comes in. And I really do feel like when Joker is released, Bruce is going to lose something. There's going to be someone from Bruce's past or someone that Bruce really cares about that the Joker will put in the firing line. The question is, who will it be? Now, I don't want to put this out there into the ether, but depending on how they execute this universe, I will say this. The tone that they're going for, I would be surprised if Catwoman makes it out the other end. Now, the reason I say that is because the Batman cannot be resolved in year 2. It can't be. We are in the early ages of the Batman. So that's why I say we're being set up for 20 years of story. And I do feel like Catwoman, let's just say I have a feeling something bad could happen to her down the line. Or Jim Gordon, one of the two. Or Alfred even. There could be someone that Bruce cares about that the Joker is absolutely going to do something to. And this is something as to why I rag on Venom 2 so much. Because Venom 2 absolutely unequivocally, Carnage should have killed Anne 100%. Because then, what do? You make it personal. You make it personal between Venom and Carnage, the two biggest symbiotes. I don't care about. I mean, look, I care about them, but I don't care about Toxin. I don't care about Null. I don't care about Anti-Venom. Like, get that out of here. It's Carnage and Venom. That's the two. By killing Anne, Venom and Eddie's love interest, you make it personal. So it doesn't matter who the biggest, baddest symbiote that comes along is, because it's still personal between Carnage and Venom. Take Spider-Man No Way Home. When Goblin kills Aunt May, right? Electro is arguably more powerful. Sandman is arguably more powerful, just in terms of elements and all that kind of stuff. But because it's personal between Goblin and Tom's Peter, we feel it more. And that's where this Joker, I think, will thrive. I think if they're going to set this up properly, Jason Todd has to be done way down the line. But until that day, there is going to be something that happens to someone that Bruce cares about, and it's going to be done by this guy. I don't think it's going to be done by Bane or Hush or whoever, or Deathstroke or Deadshot. You know, you could bring him in as well. I think the Joker will play a hand in it, because you need to really cement the real threat of the Joker to Batman, and you really need to cement that staple, because no matter how many villains the Batman has, the Joker is the one. The Joker is the one that is the yin to Batman's yang. Always has been, always will. There's a reason why Warner Brothers keeps slapping the Joker on every fucking thing, because they haven't fucking had enough of him. You know, can we get Clayface up in this, please? I do feel like, you know, they do that because it's so embedded in the pop culture consciousness that we expect to see Joker and Batman side by side. It's almost like you can't have Spider-Man without Green Goblin, you know, which is why even in No Way Home, they're like, yeah, we're going to bring in Green Goblin. It's almost like you can't have Harry Potter without Voldemort. You can't have Optimus Prime without Megatron. You know, you need their counter. It's almost like that thing of balancing it out, where you need the opposing force to oppose them. For the Jedi, you need the Sith. For Miyagi-Do, you need Cobra Kai. Like, it's just that thing of balance. And RJ says, if you look at the scene, Joker and Batman already have history. Yes. So they already have history there. And I feel like that will play a role going forward. And I think this Joker is going to be much more demonic, much more satanic, and just much more ruthless than we've ever seen before. I wouldn't be surprised if this one has a Jason Todd scene in future. Don't be surprised. I really feel like Joker in this universe is going to kill someone that is close to Bruce. Joker will do it. Not the others, Joker. I think the look on this guy's face right here communicates to me that this is a devil lying in wait. And it's just a case of when, where, how, and why. It's not a case of will it, it's just a case of when it. And the day it comes, I'm not looking forward to it, because it's probably going to be a heartbreaking thing. And I must say this, you know, yes, Tanner for Jason Todd, 100%. But if we're going to get to Jason Todd, we have to build up to that. Like, we've got to go through Dick Grayson and then Jason Todd. We can't just skip a Robin. Like, I don't want that. Like, we've got to do it properly. And the first movie has already communicated that they're going to do things that way. As much as they'll put their own twist on things, like the Riddler, making him a bit more dark, like a noir type character, they still keep it in line with the characters in the comics, or the ones that we know and love, or love to hate. So following that kind of trend that's now been set, I do feel like Jason Todd will be down the line and Dick Grayson will come in first. But potentially down the line, you will have a scene with this Joker hurting someone that is close to Bruce. That is 100% happening. It's this look right here. It's this shot. This shot right here. It's this shot where it's halfly lit, half not. It's almost like Two-Face. And that's another character, you know, the DA district attorney position is now available to be filled within the movie for the next one. So don't be surprised if Harvey Dent pops up in the next one and then is Two-Face in the third one. You know, I feel like there will be a lot of it paid off over time. And before we even get into Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, or Clayface, stick to the street characters first. So we've got Riddler. I wouldn't mind seeing Bane next. Hush. Joker. Who else have we got up there? Deadshot would be cool. And I think we should really follow that formula of keeping it sort of like how Marvel splits their phases up. Like the first phase for Batman is street level. The second phase is maybe more supernatural, like Mr. Freeze, Poison Ivy, Clayface. You start bringing in those guys. And then phase three, Mad Hatter is a good shout. And then phase three, what you do is you then combine the two of them and you really establish the world of Gotham as a new. Like it's like, oh my God, we've got guys running around with ice freezing guns and we've got guys throwing, chattering teeth that explode and laughing gas and riddles everywhere. Don't be surprised if by the seventh Batman film, it's a full-on Arkham City all-out war. You've got, Penguin on the rise. You've got Hush on the rise, Mad Hatter in there. Maybe Falcone has some, people in his circle that will keep that bloodline going. You never know. And I think we should really follow through with that tone because it's what makes the first movie so good. And hell, there's a moment I rewatched it the other day. There's a moment I love in it where when Bruce goes to the Iceberg Lounge for the third time, right? And he goes as himself and he's just got all like that, hoodie up, basic human gear, slams the door open, lights the electric charge, all that jazz, that even without the suit, he is something. So there you go. Tony Stark, if you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it. Then he's perfect. And this is the thing also. Is Penguin's getting a show? Colin Farrell absolutely nailed that role. And I do feel like Matt Reeves is laying the foundation. So where I think Matt Reeves will have a vision. He will tell his story within 5 movies. But I think he will lay the foundation perfectly for people to come and play in the sandbox. And it will be up to DC and Warner Brothers to not fuck it up. Excuse my French, but it will be up to them to not screw it up. And the problem that DC have had is they don't know how to build a universe. Matt Reeves is doing that for them. He's building a universe for them to play in. And please, for the love of God, just Batman characters. Keep Superman the fuck out of it. Keep Green Lantern out of it. Keep Wonder Woman out of it. Keep them out of it. Focus it on the Bat family. All on the Bat family. I want to see Jason Todd down the line, Tim Drake, Damian Wayne, Talia al Ghul. I want to see all of them. Like let's really build this. And the reason I think this franchise can last for a good 20 years is because Robert Pattinson's young. He loves the character. He loves to play him. Him and Zoe have just amazing chemistry on screen together. And I feel like Colin Farrell nails it as Penguin. Paul Dano, is that his name? I think it's Paul Dano. Yes, Paul Dano, who plays Riddler, absolutely nailed it. And they could give him the Arkham sort of game route here on out, where you don't actually see him, you just hear him again, and Bruce has got to solve riddles of his all over the city. I really wouldn't be shocked. And then maybe down the line, you could even have a potential, well, I don't want to put this out there, a potential Suicide Squad kind of situation, but with a bunch of baddies in the Matt Reeves universe teaming up. So all things are possible. But I love this scene. I think it was great. I really wish they included it at the end as an end credit scene. Who knows? They might do it on the home release, maybe for certain versions. Maybe that's what the tease was at the end. They're like, hey, we're not Marvel. You're not getting one. And then they go and give us this when it could have easily been slotted in at the end of the movie. Something in the way, it's that's personally what I would have done. I would have left it at the end of the credits, but hey, that's just me. But yeah, it's as I said, I wanted to talk mostly Kenobi, but I had to touch upon this because once it was released and announced, I was like, you know what, I need to talk about this. I need to talk about this to the people and see what people have to say. So here we are. And let me see if there is an article about it. Let's read a quick article. There you go. This is from Variety. Now, you guys know me. I'm obsessed with sources. Quantifiable sources. Not Billy Bob's movie blog with some random account that just says, hey, so apparently, by the way, Superman's going to appear in the Batman 2. Hey, yeehaw. No. Stop that shit. I need to do a Chosen Live on quantification because that's important. Right. Okie dokie. The Batman releases deleted Joker scene with Barry Keoghan and Robert Pattinson. Oh, I love this shot, man. Matt Reeves, cinematic gold. I love his shots. Oh, every shot is a fucking wallpaper. Brilliant. Okay, right. Let's read it. The Batman director. Let me just take a quick sig of sweet water or Pepsi Max raspberry. Oh, it's cherry today, actually. That's what happens when you're talking a lot. I've been talking for hours. The Batman director Matt Reeves released a deleted scene from his superhero epic on Thursday, featuring Robert Pattinson's Caped Crusader facing off against his classic nemesis, the Joker, played by Barry Keoghan. The scene is available after visiting a website that mimics the word puzzles posed by the Riddler Paul Dano in the movie. As Reeves explained to Variety in an interview in February, the scene follows Batman's discovery that the Riddler has killed the Gotham City Police Commissioner, leaving behind another of his cryptic notes addressed to the Batman. Unnerved by the Riddler's interest in him, Batman decides to seek out insight into what makes Riddler tick. I thought he would be really insecure about this, and he'd probably want to find some way to get into the Riddler's mindset, like in Manhunter or Mindhunter. Oh, this is why I love Matt. The idea of profiling somebody so you can predict his next move. Oh, I love Matt Reeves, man. He just thinks about these things so in depth. It's not like he just threw a bunch of riddles at the screen and said, "Hey, audience, solve it." No. There was genuine thought that was put into it. Right, let's back to the article. The filmmaker liked the idea of suggesting to the audience that Gotham is rife with villains just on the edge of the story, and that Keegan's Joker is one of the first enemies Batman captures. I love it. Almost our anniversary, isn't it? See, this is probably the first person that he's probably dealt with. See, it goes back to that formula that it's Batman and the Joker. It will always be Batman and the Joker. Almost our anniversary, isn't it? Noted Reeves, you realize they have a relationship and that this guy obviously did something and Batman somehow got him into Arkham. Well, yeah, I mean, the Joker is, and I've said this before. People say, why is Joker, such a regarded as one of the best villains to Batman when he can't, fight? And that's not the point. It's what makes the Joker so great is not that he can fight Batman. That's not the point. It's his ideology. It's what he represents. He represents everything that Batman stands against. Batman stands against, for hope, prosperity, a better tomorrow, vengeance, making things right, believing the world can be a better place, but using certain extremes to get there. The Joker believes things are just one step away from falling into chaos. That's literally all he is. As Heath Ledger's Joker said, I'm an agent of chaos. Batman pushes Joker for reasons why Riddler is doing what he's doing and why he's leaving notes for Batman at all of his crimes. Maybe he's a fan of yours. Joker says, or maybe he's got a grudge against you too. Maybe you're the main course. The scene crescendos with Joker taunting Batman with the unsettling truth that there's a part of him that agrees with Riddler's decision to dispatch Gotham leaders who are mired in corruption. I think somewhere deep down, you're just terrified because you're not sure he's wrong. That's my Joker audition for the multiverse. Get at me, Warner Brothers. I can go crazier than that. In his earlier interview with Variety, Reeves went far more in depth into why he ultimately deleted this scene, but kept a follow-up scene at the end of the Batman in which Joker and Riddler connect in adjacent cells in the Arkham State Hospital, and how he developed the Joker's look with Keegan and makeup artist Michael Marino. Shout out to them, because what I love about it is it's different. It's not, something that we've seen verbatim before. It's something that is, completely its own kind of merits. And I really freaking adore that. I adore that it's its own kind of thing. And I like the approach that they've taken to it. The Joker, again, looks very demonic, very sort of, you would be scared shitless of this Joker. Like, if you were face to face with the Joker and the Joker was going, you wouldn't sit there going, oh, he's funny. No, you'd sit there probably pissing your pants, and that's what I like about this Joker, is they're keeping that same intensity that was in this first movie, that same horror element that made the first one so good. They're still, keeping it at this level. TCK, what's up? Some men just want to watch the world burn. Yes, it was. Well, I mean, I got many laughs. There's Pennywise for you. Stupid. Speaking of fucking clowns. Ugh. Right. But yeah, I completely agree, with everything you guys are saying in the chat. I'll spend another 5 minutes on the Batman, and then I'm going to transition to Kenobi to really sort of dive into that and the nerdiness of that. But yeah, this is the Chosen Live 50. I cannot believe that it's 50 already. I did say that Chosen Lives were going to be a regular again because I know you guys like them, and it's just sort of, it brings it back to the old days where it's just me and you guys. So, cheers to that. Damn. Oh. Okay. Now, next step. Oh, also, I've got Lego Star Wars coming as well within probably 10 days. So I will be streaming that on the channel. I'll be playing through each episode and then probably just doing free play by myself off stream. But yeah, I cannot freaking wait for what they do with the Joker. I think, the problem is we're so conditioned with end credit scenes or stingers, like, oh my god, the Joker's in this scene. Oh, that means he's coming in the next. No, it just hit the brakes a minute. It doesn't necessarily mean that. It just means that he's in the universe. That's all it means. Hello there. Finally put the chemical scars on the Joker. Yeah, about time. About time. And I love the tone that they're going for. It feels so good. Like, there was moments when I was watching it for the second time, there was people sat next to me that when the Riddler had Skarsgård's character in that sort of, like, if you think about it, the Riddler's basically Jigsaw, like from Saw, more or less. He sat there with the head device on with the bomb, and then he's going 3, 2, 1. There was literally people that were shitting themselves across the seats. Like, that's how intense this movie is. And if they're doing that for the Riddler, imagine what Matt's going to do for the Joker. I'm just saying. And speaking of, see, RJ, the same language. But also, I think it's important to remember that Matt Reeves, he doesn't want to milk stuff dry. So I would not be shocked if he does maybe 5 movies and then he says, okay, I've done my story. Bang. But they're doing a Penguin show. They're doing these other shows. They wanted to do an Arkham show. In my opinion, Matt Reeves is building the foundation for them because DC are incompetent as hell. He's building the foundation for them, at least not as much as fucking Sony is with bloody Jaden Smith as Miles Morales. That's a whole other fucking ordeal. But, he's building the foundation for them. He's going to tell his story. He's going to build the sandbox for them to play in. And don't be surprised if maybe down the line, Dick Grayson, Robert Pattinson's Batman, and Zoe Kravitz, and Penguin, he's built all that. Like 5 movies in. Okay, Matt Reeves is like, okay, I've done my vision. Here you go. Don't screw it up. Now, let's pray that if that's the case, that it's not a George Lucas situation where he hands Disney Star Wars and they go, they fly now, like in the 9th movie of the Skywalker saga when they've been flying since the fucking Clone Wars. Let's hope it doesn't turn out like that. Let's hope it turns out where DC are, okay, Matt, you've made a universe for us. We're going to respect the vision that you have crafted, and we're going to run with this. Because in my opinion, this universe has such potential to go. You cannot make this go just for 3 movies. Like, there's so much potential here. So much potential. And I feel like it extends past Matt Reeves. Matt Reeves will build the foundation for this universe, and it will be up to DC to not be incompetent as hell and use this as an opportunity to not give us lines like somehow Joker returned. Like, we don't need that shit here. We don't need that here. Mask of the Phantasm live action, no excuses. Well, we'll get Mask of the Phantasm when you stop wanting Jaden Smith for Peter Parker. You know exactly what you're doing. Stop it. Black Mask is a must. Oh, 7 to 9 movies for sure. But with them doing shows as well, I think we really need to. I want the focus of this universe to be on Batman, his villains. I really want the Under the Red Hood story brought to live action. But before we do that, we've got to go through the Boy Wonder. We have to bring in Dick Grayson first. But then again, we're only in year 2. Dick Grayson doesn't come into a bit later. So, as much as we all want Tanner as Red Hood, I'm just saying, we got to do it right. We got to do it right. Take our time with it, build it, and then go from there. And Professor Pig. Oh, I love you too. Professor Pig. Dude. That dude's. I was playing Arkham Knight yesterday on a quick side note, and Professor Pig stands there literally with a blade, right? He stands there with a blade like this. Oh, I just crafted something crazy. It's like, sheesh. It's like, Christ. But he fits the tone of this universe. He fits it. And I think we enjoy this, because if Matt Reeves is building this foundation and he hands it to DC after Matt Reeves has fulfilled his vision, and he says, okay, here's a sandbox, DC are going to, without a doubt, say, okay, here's Lex Luthor. Here's Superman. No, hit the brakes. Get that out of there. I don't want any Superman. I don't want Lex. I don't want nothing. I literally want this to be Arkham Asylum live action. Full on Arkham. I want Jason Todd. I want Dick Grayson, Damian Wayne, Talia al Ghul, Ra's al Ghul, however you guys want to say it. There's two pronunciations. Hush. I think Hush has been set up. Two-Face could do more with the Riddler. Penguin. You've got Mr. Freeze probably down the line. Let's just keep it Batman. Please keep it Batman. I want the focus to be on Batman. I want it to be that focus on Bruce and Alfred and the Bat family. What does the Bat family mean? There's a great line in one of the animated movies. I've forgotten the name of it. But it's basically where you have Damian, you have Batgirl, you have Dick Grayson, and you have, I think, Luke. Is it Luke Fox? Lucius's son? And that, they all say to him, look, you know what it feels like to be us. You brought us together. We're a family, not by blood, but by being here for each other. Now, imagine that 10, 15 years from now, Batman, Endgame Batman, just imagine it. The Bat family, all together. You have the Batman, redeemed Red Hood, Damian Wayne, Dick Grayson as Nightwing, Tim Drake as the new Robin, Catwoman, Batgirl, Luke Fox. Like, come on. Like, you can't tell me that's something great that you don't want to see. Like, I mean, come on. That's a sick... That right there, that's 2 billion. Easy. If they build up to it and they do it right, and they get to that level of quality, abso-freaking-lutely. I will be there day one. I'll go and see it 3 times. Because this movie... this series has so much potential that I really think they can do this right. Take your time, but if you do this right, there is so much potential. Arkham Asylum games, I want it like this, like it is right now. We're in the perfect setting for it. And maybe down the line, you could have an emotional story, like 8 movies from now, you have an emotional story where Jim Gordon maybe passes away, and that's where Barbara Gordon comes in. It's all these potential nuggets that you can open your eyes. I need to get the video clip of that when that comes out just to play it over the thing. Take it easy, sweetheart. Like, when you're watching the movie, like, you can see Colin Farrell, his eyes. It's almost like, oh, I can see you. I can see you. Calendar Man would be cool. Yeah, you can't do Professor Pig at PG-13, but this one, it's already a rating higher, so go all in. And to be honest, this is the classic case of, yes, Batman could be PG-13, but if you want my opinion, that even the Arkham games push the limits. Like, Batman is not like your standard DC hero. Like, as much as I love Superman, dun, 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 I love that, red and blue, I love all that stuff. And then you got Green Lantern, dun, 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 dun. Not so much the movie, but, the character. Wonder Woman, I love all that, Brilliant. I love all that, but I don't want them anywhere near this, Keep the focus on Batman. Don't bring any of those guys in. What makes the Arkham Asylum game so good is none of those guys are anywhere near it. It's focused specifically on Batman. And there's so many normies out there that don't know the beauty of Jason Todd's story. Like, if you think back to the context of Jason Todd, right? And this is why I've always talked about Jason Todd. No one liked this guy. No one liked him. When he was brought in, right, he came after Dick Grayson. a guy that everyone loved. Dick Grayson was happy-go-lucky. You know, he was funny. He was quirky. He was a good sidekick. And then there's Jason Todd, a bit of an arrogant, you know, kind of kid, a bit snot-nosed, a bit, you know, I know it all. You know, Sam LaRusso kind of vibes. I'm joking. Just had to put that out there. And has the kind of bad boy rough edges of Robbie Keane. You know, it's this is why we say Tanner's good to play him. But I just feel like, you know, this is a story that hits so deep because they said, okay, what do you want us to do with him? They put it to the fans, and the fans said, all right, yeah, kill him off. And that gave us one of the best stories in all of superhero mediums. All of superhero mediums. The Joker going up against Batman, that's one thing. Jason Todd, a Robin going up against Batman, that's another thing. Where it's that Punisher and Daredevil conversation in season 2 on the roof, where Daredevil's like, you know, people don't have to die. And Punisher says, oh, no, you know, you hit them so they can get back up. I hit them, they stay down. It's that conversation. It's that morality kind of thing where it's like, do we kill? Do we not? And I absolutely want that so badly because I just love Under the Red Hood. That movie is so good. TCK, please comment that line that we both know. That line, that lovely line about when Jason wants him to kill the Joker. Please put that line so I can highlight it. Batman Blood. Yes. Bat Family United. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, again, context and nuance are so important here. Matt Reeves will probably not do this forever. Matt Reeves is a very classic director, beginning, middle, end. So he'll probably have 5 movies, bang. But DC won't let it go. They won't. If this universe is built well, they don't need to let it go. And nor should they. If he builds it well, which he will. I mean, it's Matt Reeves. And DC don't fuck it up. Then there's a lot of potential here. A lot. Even past Matt Reeves. They just need to make sure that when the time comes, when Matt Reeves is no longer there, that they still keep that tone. They still keep the intention. They still keep the intensity with the characters. They still keep that same kind of feeling. And they still keep the foundation of the narrative that's been set by Matt Reeves. They don't just do a Last Jedi and go, we don't want any of this stuff, right? We don't want any of this. Get out of here. Like, we don't want that. Not here. We don't need that divisiveness here. Keep this train rolling. Keep it rolling. Keep it going. Keep it going. And make sure that it feels organic. Do we believe it? Do we believe in the character choices and the story choices that they make with this universe? Do we believe it? That's important. So yeah, lots of potential for this universe. I just hope that when the time comes, when Matt Reeves inevitably leaves it, because again, he's a very classic director, beginning, middle, end, and him and Nolan are quite similar in respects. They chose year 2 Batman for a reason. And they're building this universe for a reason. And one thing I said with this Batman that I stand by is every single Batman is in this movie. Every single Batman. You've got the dynamic of Bruce and Alfred from the Dark Knight trilogy. You've got the look and feel of Gotham from the Keaton universe. You've got the tone and the sort of details of like a mixture of Keaton's one mixed with Batman Forever. And all that kind of stuff. And then like even the animated shows are kind of influenced in this as well. Then you've got bits and pieces where, you know, it almost has that Batman, and I say this in context, Batman versus Superman, you know, kind of approach to Bruce, where it's like a dark past, you know, it's tragic, you know, and even though they don't show us what happens to Bruce's parents, they weave it in a way to the story where it unfolds naturally, where Bruce is living vicariously through that kid. Now, I don't know the name of that kid that lost his parent at the beginning of the movie, but if that's Dick Grayson, I mean, I'm just saying the opportunity's right there to make him Dick Grayson. I'm just saying, I don't want to sway you, you know. I'm gonna make that my new thing now, you know, just flexing the metal, you know, bit of a Luke Skywalker thing out of here. Bruce, I forgive you for not saving me, but why? Why on God's Earth? Fuck that up. God's Earth, is he still alive? Oh, man. My voice today. Sam Raimi could help Matt Reeves. He'd do killers. Yes. Our Man-Bat would be so good down the line. You could give him like an Electro backstory where he's like obsessed with Batman. It'd be too damned easy. All I've ever wanted to do is kill him. A day doesn't go by I don't think about subjecting him to every horrendous torture he's dealt out to others, and then end him. But if I go down that path, if I do that, I'll never come back. Something along those lines. Something along those lines. And hey, this Alfred could throw down. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever seen that clip from the Adam West show, you know, the Jesus. Campy and classic, but good God, like when he's punching that inflatable shark, I said, what the fuck is this? But when Joker basically takes like a hostage to Wayne Manor, Joker says, "Where's Bruce Wayne?" He's like, "Mr. Wayne is not at home, sir." He's like, "Where's the safe? My duties do not include aiding and abetting in thievery, sir." "Oh no." Ah, I see. And then he takes him to this, like the painting area. And then he starts fencing with the Joker. I'm like, now this Andy Serkis Alfred, hell yes. This one can throw down. When he gets that package and he looks at the flammable thing, right? He tosses that shit like right out, like 2 seconds, bang. Because he knew this Joker can, this Alfred can throw down. And you might see that. You definitely will see that. Oh yeah, Two-Face is coming into play for sure. Batman and Joker surfing together. Jesus. Oh, God. Look, I mean, you guys know me. I can find other than Walking Dead, if you haven't seen my Chosen live on that. You know, we have to make it right, Rick. You know, I just, the Adam West Batman, I just can't, like, I just can't do it. I just, you know, and then they start dancing and doing all this. I'm like, oh, what is this? Like, come on, no. Like, even if it's 1960 or whatever, I was like, no, don't do that. We should watch Batman 1966. Yeesh. Ugh. Alfred trained Bruce. Yes, he did. We have to make it right, Rick. Oh, God. Sorry, I went all in with that show in my recent Chosen Live. I went all in. Let's go all in. My dad showed me every episode of Adam West Batman. I love them. I mean, there's something quite charming about them, you know? Where it's like, Batman will be just walking into a scene and he'll go, "Good thinking, Alfred. Yes." And like, "Holy skies of death, Batman. Yeah." And like, oh, Jesus. And then Caesar, remember, tell you what, mind you, Caesar Romero's Joker scared me as a kid. Anytime that came on TV, I was like, Jesus. But not as scary as Jack Nicholson's, though, when I first saw it as a kid. Like, the way he just looms out the shadows, you know, and you just see Jack Nicholson there, like, in the darkness. I'm like, yes. Bang. Pow. I've never watched Into the Badlands. Complete series. Oh, God. Oh, I bet you do. Joker had a mustache. Yeah, you could see it just there. I'm like, God damn. But yeah, this universe has a shitload of potential. And I can't wait to see where they go with it. And that scene just speaks volumes on what Matt Reeves is building. Now, so that brings us to the end of our time talking about the Batman. I'm now going to transition into Kenobi. Everyone vibe. Probably looks so fucking ridiculous doing this.
Hello there.
Okay. All right. That's enough of that shit. Enough of that rubbish. Okay. Into the next thing. Now, okay. I'll answer this one more question before I transition to Kenobi. Lucius Fox. Yeah, I think we will. Maybe not right away, but I think there's going to be a villain that comes up, right? When you start getting the more supernatural kind of people, you know, you're going to need Lucius Fox because you need that technology. And then you could set up Luke Fox down the line, you know? I'm telling you, Warner Brothers, I see you. I know what you're doing. Kenobi! Robin 1966 Batman when spitting gay. Oh dear. Well, they probably won't be able... Do you know what? You know how, like, in cartoons and movies, when the two characters start getting a bit, you know, feeding the ducks, as it were, according to StreamYard. And then they just basically, like, all you see is shadows, and then they fall off screen. You can't even do that in the Adam West one. You just have to hint at it. Like, yeah. Killer Croc would be great down the line. But let's spend the next portion of this Chosen Live talking about Kenobi. So I'm probably going to do a shitload more streams on Kenobi because I have so much to say regarding this show, and I don't want Gangster Killer Croc. Get that out of here. But I think, as I've said before, we need to really keep this Kenobi show, the first 3 episodes. Oh no, you're right, Tristan, bro. You guys can talk amongst yourselves in the chat. It's cool. I really want the first 3 episodes to be really character driven, story focused, and I just don't want Obi-Wan to start running and gunning with a lightsaber, doing all that malarkey. I know everyone's going to be expecting that, and if you're expecting that, you're going to be disappointed.
Oh no!
He's not going to be doing that. It's going to be a case of where, as I've said before, he's going to look at his lightsaber like 50 million times, right? He's going to look at it, and I guarantee you, Obi-Wan has not ignited that saber since that day on Mustafar when him and Anakin, you were the chosen one. It was said you would destroy the Sith, not join them. I hate you. I don't think he's ignited it since then, and I think it's the cinematic language there of him not doing it. Right? Is so much. King, you dare mention that again? Is so strong, and this is actually a setup for the next Chosen Live number 51, called Batman versus Superman, has set a bad precedent for versus movies or versus situations. Thank you very much, King, for putting that energy out there. Just had to be an edgelord just to wind me up. You know what you're doing. So yeah, he looks at his lightsaber and he hasn't ignited it. And maybe he looks at it and he remembers the flashbacks to Mustafar when he lost his best friend, his brother. It's no matter what you think about the prequels, it's almost like, oh, here we go, it begins. Why did you say that? Like, could you imagine that? Like, Vader's like, why did you say that name? Like, fucking hell, my things. Now I need to check if my audio. Oh, hang on, give me a minute. Great. Now my bloody microphone's come. Give me a second. I don't think I can. Wait, is it working now? Bollocks. Give me a minute. Yes, we're back in business. We are back in business. Damn it, you lot. You see, this is what happens when you bring that energy out there, you lot, is when you put that Batman versus Superman vibe out there, it will reap what you sow. And unfortunately, it comes through to me. So thank you for that. But I really want it to be emotionally driven. Like, I know everyone's going to be expecting Obi-Wan to go, oh, yeah. Oh, I got a lightsaber, bro. No, this isn't some like Logan Paul video. Like, we don't need that in here, or Jake Paul video. Sorry, like, we don't need that malarkey in here. Like, I really want it to be a very character-driven story, and I think we're being misled. I think all the stuff that's shown in the trailers is actually minimal to what is actually in the story, and I think the first 3 episodes will focus specifically on Obi. I think episode 4 is when you'll start to see Vader. And you might see Vader start getting more involved or duking it out with someone. And I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bit of a red herring where the Grand Inquisitor says in the trailer, where is he? I don't think he's talking about Obi-Wan. I think he's talking about another Jedi. And then maybe Obi-Wan just happens to come across the path. And that's where Owen Lars is like, hey, you need to get away from here because they're looking for you. He's like, oh, they're not looking for you? Or they're just looking for a Jedi? It's like, no, but they're looking for you. It's like, well, hang on, Owen, they didn't say me. It's like, and then that starts because Owen and Kenobi, they don't like each other. Kenobi was fine with it, but then Uncle Owen's he's pretty much been the Uncle Vernon of the situation where he doesn't like it, and he's always been kind of, So I really want to see that kind of relationship and that dynamic explored. And Owen doesn't really have the context or the full understanding in mind as to why things happened. So giving him that kind of, buffer against Kenobi will be like, oh God, these two are resisting each other. This ain't working. And I think it could just really hit home so well. But I think with episode 4, you could maybe have a whole episode on Vader, because the thing is, with around this time, this is 10 years into the Great Jedi Purge. As soon as Vader learned that, spoilers for Rebels, as soon as Vader learned that Ahsoka survived, he was like, the apprentice lives. And he went to go and deal with Ahsoka himself. You know, it's the Inquisitors are sent in as lackeys. They are basically sent in as the pawns. And when they can't get the job done, Big Daddy shows up. You know, but in this case, Vader's not going to send the Inquisitors to go after Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan will go after, no, Vader will go after Obi-Wan. It's not a case of, Vader sitting there in his chamber, oh, the guy that put me in this position, the one I told him I hate him, I'm going to let him go and, whatever. No. Anakin's going to go, or Vader is going to go after Kenobi himself. And the ending scene of Rogue One that leads into the opening of A New Hope, you're going to see that Vader throughout this series. And I think as much as Book of Boba Fett was a bit of a letdown, I think that was the filler, and this is the main event. They cannot get this wrong. They cannot get this wrong. Not this one. This is the equivalent of a Revenge of the Sith level movie. You cannot get this wrong at all. And this is why I also said it needs to be limited. I don't really want a season 2 because for me, as much as I love, I don't know, Revenge of the Sith, I don't want another Revenge of the Sith. As much as I love Return of the Jedi, I don't want another Return of the Jedi. As much as I love The Dark Knight, I don't want another Dark Knight. It's almost like we need to preserve some things. And I think sometimes having some things that are limited allows us to really appreciate things for what they are. And I think it comes to a point where quality over quantity. And Book of Boba Fett had like 7 episodes and it still managed to, it started out okay. And then it got to a position like Boba Fett, for me, was just a show where it didn't know what it wanted to be. For the first couple of episodes, it was Boba and the Tusken Raiders and that kind of story there. That was cool. And then it turned into Turf War. Then it turned into Camino flashbacks. Then it turned into maybe they could redefine Jango's death, which they didn't go through with. And I'm angry that they didn't. Then it turned back into Turf Wars. Then it turned into Jabba the Hutt show or the Hutt show. Then it turned into Bounty Hunter show again. Then it turned into Mandalorian. Then it turned into Mandalorian 2.5. Then it turned into Jedi Academy. And then it turned back into Boba Fett with a cameo. Like it was doing too much. And a lot of it you could have saved for Mandalorian season 3. Just being honest. And for me, the missed opportunity of Book of Boba Fett was 100%, without a doubt, this one thing. They had an opportunity to redefine Jango Fett's death. They had an opportunity. I remember doing a video about this. As soon as I saw the flashbacks of young Boba seeing Jango taking off from Camino, I was like, oh, this is genius. That's genius. I like that. I like what they're doing with that. Did they follow through? No. They got halfway and they said, let's drift out of there. That really pissed me off. It was like, why? Why'd you do that? You could have gone all in. You did. And I had it pegged that when Jango Fett died initially, it was just a cool death. And Mace Windu, even if you've seen the alternative deleted stuff where he like cuts his fucking arms off and then cuts his head off, like it's brutal. Dispenses of him like that. But I had it pegged that you could maybe redefine Jango Fett's death because in Clone Wars, there's moments where Boba is, you hear like this really ominous soundtrack that plays in the distance whenever Jango is mentioned. It's like a choir singing. It's beautiful. But there could be a moment where in Book of Boba Fett, you had a flashback to Jango Fett saying, look, after this job, I'm staying home. It's almost like that thing of Luke Hobbs in Fast and Furious where he's like, Daddy's staying home. You could have done that where Django's like, after this, I'm staying home, son. I'm staying home after this final job. And what was the final job? Geonosis. And what happened to Django on Geonosis? Beheaded. And then when you're rewatching Attack of the Clones, when you see that shot of Boba Fett sat there in the cavern, watching Django be beheaded, it gives you this new perspective. Like, oh my God, and to me, it was always there. A kid's just seen his dad get beheaded in front of him. All right, it's a clone, but by and large, for all intents and purposes, it's his father. So you see this kid lose his father. And then when you watch Attack of the Clones, it isn't just like, oh yeah, Django had a sick death. Hell yeah. It's more of like, oh my God, how brutal that must have been for a kid to see that. And when you see the flashback of young Boba running up to Jango's helmet and lifting it up, and then you think of the scene from Attack of the Clones when he has the helmet and then he puts his head against it like that, I'm like, that would have been perfect to redefine Jango's death, make it heartbreaking. You could have done that. You could have absolutely done that. And they didn't do it. And it's heartbreaking because there's so much potential there for them to do that kind of stuff. And then they went back to Mandalorian. And I love Mandalorian and I was freaking out and geeking out. But in retrospect, it took away from Boba. It took away from Boba. And it's like, well, shout out to King, other than when he's, saying stuff that winds me up. King's example of Black Panther. In Civil War, Black Panther was bad to the bone. In his own movie, it's like that thing of where Boba Fett was so much better in Mandalorian season 2 than he was in his own show. It's and the thing is, if you want me to be completely honest, I love Boba Fett, but man, it's almost as if Mandalorian basically saved this show, saved this show and carried it in, and I gotta say, it's just a tough experience because I really wanted Boba Fett to be good. And from the trailer, I was hyped because I was like, oh, we're going to get, basically Dominic Toretto mixed with Kingpin, mixed with Boba Fett, mixed with Star Wars, in Star Wars. I was like, yes, this is cool. And they didn't do that. So they not only didn't redefine Jango's death, they didn't follow through on what the trailer was promising. A turf war. They didn't do that. And then they did the thing that I really didn't want them to do, which was waste Cad Bane. They killed him off. Wastefully. It's like, you may as well have not brought him back at all. What a waste. And look, I know that Cad Bane has to go at some point, but that's not my point. Just because a character has to go, you got to write them out in a certain way. And Cad Bane's death should have been just a classic shootout. It shouldn't have been the Tusken Raiders gaffy stick. No. It should have been a classic shootout, and how I would have had it pegged is Boba Fett puts his E33 down. He puts that blaster down, and he picks up Jango Fett's Westar blasters. He has them, right? So again, very symbolic, very poetic. It brings father and son together because the only person that Cad Bane could never touch was Jango Fett. So, in this scene plays out like this. Boba Fett puts his gun down. He's got Jango Fett's blasters right here. Brings it full circle. The only person that could beat Cad Bane in a duel, Jango Fett, is now living vicariously through Boba Fett. Boba takes Cad Bane out with Jango's blasters. Again, very symbolic. The cinematic language, strong, very poetic. And then in that moment, not only does it bring it full circle, but it also adds so much weight and gravity to Cad Bane's death that isn't there. Doesn't that sound better? In the chat, please comment. Doesn't that sound much better than what was served for Cad Bane? Come on. And I don't mind that Cad Bane died. He had to go at some point for sure. But it's the way it was done. And the way Maul dies in Rebels, like he properly dies in Rebels, it's fast and quick. And then your initial response is like, oh my God, why did they just kill Maul like that? How disrespectful. But then the context in mind is like, oh, that's a good way for Maul to go out. And it's earned. The way it's done works. And you have Maul for quite a length of time in Rebels before they off him. Cad Bane's there for 2 episodes. Whoosh, out. I'm like, why did you do that? You could have had Boba Fett using Jango Fett's blasters to take out Cad Bane. Would have been extremely poetic. They didn't go all in, and they could have. It's just, I don't know. It just, it's just heartbreaking. It's just heartbreaking. That just really is heartbreaking. But yeah, that's my little Boba Fett rant over. But back to Kenobi and just all things Kenobi for a good, I'll go for another half hour. Let me take a quick cig of. That's what happens when you're talking a lot. Back to Kenobi. The way that the duel must play out, I want it to be emotional as heck. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm sure we're gonna see, Obi-Wan and Vader just fucking throwing shit at each other. We've all seen the fan piece that was done by Fix It in Post, SC1138. Fantastic, amazing. But what makes Return of the Jedi such an impactful duel compared to any of the other duels in the saga is the emotional weight. Every single swing that Luke takes at Vader while Jedi Fury is playing in the background and it's heightening, it's building, is the emotional weight. It's not necessarily, oh, yo, this is a cool duel, father and son. It's like, no, this is father and son. Like, and Luke's rage is overpowering Vader. And it's not to the point where Vader's weaker than Luke. It's just he's caught off guard. Luke's bringing his A game, and someone in that moment is more pissed off than Vader, and that's Luke. Emotional as heck. I want it to be that level of emotion where you feel the anger from Anakin against Obi-Wan, because you have to look at it like this. Obi should have killed him. If we're being completely honest, Obi-Wan should have actually killed Anakin, put him out of his misery. He didn't do that. He let him burn. He let the geezer burn on the cliffside there, and he has nothing, down there now because it's probably burnt off. So, that too, I think Star Wars Theory did a video on that, so shout out to him. But, he let him burn to shreds. There's nothing left of him there now. So the amount of pain that he's always going to be in, constantly from head to kneecap, because he's lost his legs, or thigh even, the amount of pain he's going to be in. Like, if you guys have read, like, the comics and the details of how Vader lives, and how he drinks and eats and, goes to the toilet, uses the gentleman's department, it's a tough way to live, especially in that big ass suit. And then you got these, you're basically more machine now than man, as Ben would say. You got metal legs, metal arms, you got this thing, you're hearing yourself breathing every 2 seconds in your face. And then in the mask, or the helmet, sorry, you get a look in Revenge of the Sith, one of my favorite fucking shots in the whole movie, when the mask is coming down and you see the visors and you see what Vader sees. And you're like, oh, shit. And that's what Vader sees all the time. And the only time he can take that mask off is when he's in his chamber. And that's it. I mean, I'd be pissed off too. I feel like Luke got angry because Vader mentioned turning his sister. Yeah. And it's Jedi's fury. Like, in that moment, it also is. This is where Luke and Anakin are similar in a lot of ways. And even Ben Solo, it's the anger and the rage and the emotion takes over. Oh, hair strand popping up. Takes over the initial situation where it's just every swing, every jab is like he's trying to take down Vader. Like, he's pissed off. Yeah, if they don't get Kenobi right, then I don't know what the hell they're doing. Like, they have to. They really have to. And the fact that they got John Williams back to compose, John Williams was supposed to end at Rise of Skywalker. They got him back for this. So that communicates to me they're going all in, which is the main thing. Because, again, we've been down this road before. I want to see...
Hello there.
I want to see all of that stuff, And will Obi-Wan say hello there? Probably, but it'll probably be a throwaway line. It won't be like, hello there, because it's not, this isn't quippy Obi-Wan. This isn't Obi-Wan that's just like, hey, let's go and have a picnic, shoot some darts. It's not that at all. It's a situation where Obi is depressed as hell. And I know people don't want to hear it, but the parallels between him and Last Jedi Luke are very strong. Now, while I think that his reasoning is a bit more stronger than Last Jedi Luke is, you can't deny the parallel that is there. And yeah, all in the Jedi. Yeah, it probably will be my favorite show. But I just really want this show to have such an emotional gravity to it where, I don't want... I mean, look, you can put the explosions in and that will please the normies that go, oh, explosions, ah! Yeah, you can put that... I just moved that hair strand over there. Jesus. This is what happens when the product runs out of your hair during the day. You can put all the explosions in there to please the normies and stuff, and the ones that just show up to watch just because. But to those of us who actually care about the characters, who actually grown up with these characters, I really want this to be an emotional story. I don't want it to be just, gung-ho, lightsaber, fucking flipping, throwing shit and all that. Like, save that for the ending 2 episodes. For the first few episodes, let's really focus on the emotional depth. And shout out to all the people that are now talking about the conversation between Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan. I mean, I'm just saying, don't mean to brag, but, I'll do it again. That's me again. Where it's going to be an emotional scene where Liam Neeson and Ewan McGregor will put their acting skills like to boot. It will be a scene where these two really go at each other. Like it's like Obi-Wan's going to be saying, "Hey, chosen one, yeah, the guy that you told me to train, your dying wish did you predict this when I was going to train him? And now I've got to live with the fact that I trained a guy that grew up, wiped out our entire order." Killed every friend of ours, or friend of mine, because you hated the council. Killed every friend of mine, destroyed everything I believed in, and I did the best I could. I feel like I failed him. And then Qui-Gon would be like, "No, Obi-Wan, you've done a good job." It's like, have I though? We lost. And that's where that quote comes in. And as I said, in the trailer, you see Obi-Wan sat in the cave where he's not, how do I put this? He's not, at his house yet. And to get there, there's got to be some kind of, build up where maybe he's been sat in that cave this whole time. That's all he's been. And he's been having these conversations with Yoda. He's been having these conversations with, Qui-Gon about, I don't know what to do. I don't know what the hell to do here. And I think maybe this show can play out where he's like, look, I can bring Anakin home. If he really is the chosen one, maybe I can bring him home. And this is where Obi-Wan's like, you know what? I'm going to go and bring him home. 100% I'm going to go and bring the geezer home. And he goes to do it. It doesn't work. It fails. It falls flat on its face. And by then, it's literally too late. And at that moment, Obi's like, you know what? I can't save him. I can't bring him home. Maybe one day he can come home. But until that day, I'm going to put all my focus, all my energy into this kid. Protecting this kid and making sure he stays safe. That's going to be my priority. And that is exactly what feeds into A New Hope. And this is why I don't want a season 2. As much as it may be good, and as much as I love Kenobi, know when to end it. I talked about this on my Walking Dead Chosen Live a couple of days back. I know when to end it. Don't milk it, because you ruin a potentially great story. And as I said, quality trumps everything. There's a reason why, and I'll use the example again, that people go back and watch Breaking Bad, because it's good. And it ended how long ago? I only just watched it not long ago, and it's been out for how many years? And I see why it's held in as high regard as it is. And it's not really my normal show, but I can see why it's held in such a high regard, because it's freaking amazing. Quality will always trump anything. It doesn't matter if it came out in 1950 or whatever, quality is forever. So, oh, explosions. Obi-Wan smoking death sticks. Well, I mean, Qui-Gon can't be a Force ghost because he hasn't mastered that ability. But he does know the training required to become a Force ghost, and he can talk through the Force. So that will happen. He'll talk through the Force. You might not see him, but you'll hear him. And you'll hear Kenobi talking to him. They might do some kind of like Force illusion thing where Qui-Gon is talking to him, and then he sort of sees him. They could do something like that. Okay, guys, you've got me for another 20 minutes, and then this Chosen Live will be ending. But we've had some great nuance. We've had some great discussions. And yeah, this is brilliant. This is brilliant. I love this. I love doing Chosen Lives again. It's just been so long. Let's set the mood. Let's play a nice little fun video. You can ask me anything. It's just perfect. Darius, what's up, brother? Probably hear him in the cave. Yeah, like you won't see him, but you'll hear him. And one thing they could get away with doing, which is something that Rise of Skywalker should have probably done, is instead of seeing Qui-Gon fully, you see echoes of him, like this. Quick shots. And you see little moments. You're like, oh, that's Liam Neeson. Is that Qui-Gon? oh, that's Qui-Gon. You know, it not like, oh my God, it's Qui-Gon. Like, you know, when Luke shows up in Rise of Skywalker and he's all blue and he's all like, you know, you have everything you need. Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. Just echoes, remnants, glimpses, moments. I wasn't here for when you were talking about the Joker scene. Ah, dude, I went on for 40 minutes about that scene. I was basically saying Cliff Notes version. That I love what it's set up for the Matt Reeves universe. I love the tone and the direction that they're going for. And I think Barry Keoghan is going to do an amazing job. And this Joker looks demonic as hell. Like, let me pull up the image one more time. This Joker looks absolutely demonic. He looks like a guy who means business. And he genuinely looks like someone that I would be afraid of. He doesn't look like a guy that, you know, is going to crack a joke, you know, and everything's going to be peaches, and it's going to be all, you know, hey, this is funny. It's going to be a case of, no, this guy's serious. He means business, and he will kill you. Like, that's what this guy. And I love the lighting in this shot where you see half of his face, sort of like, it's almost like a Two-Face prelude, but you see half of him here and then half of him not here. Perfectly shot. Perfectly shot. Thoughts on Darth Sion and the Sith? Hang on. Darth Sion and let me spell that. Triumvirate. Hang on one second. Well, let's see. These. Let me pull this image up. This is an image that deserves to be on screen. Okay. Almost put myself on screen there. Oh, these three right here. These three are just... I love them. Absolutely love them. It's sort of like a loose alliance, pretty much. Just the remnants of Darth Revan's Sith Empire around the Jedi Civil War. I think it came together after the Battle of... was it Rakata Prime? Is it Rakata or Rakata? So it was pretty much made up of just hundreds of apprentices and masters and everything. And yeah, let me have a little look. I'm gonna try and get some more details. One second. There we go. So you got Darth Treyer, Darth Nihilus, Darth Sion. There you go. Betrayal, hunger, and pain. Damn. I need Darth Nihilus in a movie. Like, if you're going to do any type of horror Star Wars movie, Darth Nihilus is just the perfect one to do it with. I mean, come on. Like, it's right there. You know, you can get away with making him scary. Like, this guy literally speaks Sith language. Like, it's incredible. Qui-Gon will appear at the end of Obi-Wan. He can't. It's not possible. He's dead. Like, he can have glimpses of him, but you can't physically show him. He's not a full-on Force ghost. Unless you show a flashback of him. That's different. A flashback could be done. Barry's going to kill... Yeah, Barry Keoghan's going to be amazing as the Joker. The Joker seems like the really crazy one from the comics that cuts his face off and put out a permanent snot. Yeah, almost like... I said, like, the whole universe just feels like the Arkham games. Like, it literally screams to me Arkham Asylum, and I freaking love it. This Joker definitely fell into a pit. Oh, he fell into something. Exactly. All the Batmans are basically in, you know, Robert Pattinson's one, and, you know, Barry Keoghan has channeled every version of the Joker into it. Let's, you know what, on the Sith Triumvirate, let's read from the Wikipedia. Let's give some knowledge to, you know, everyone about it. I'll pull up the page. There we go. There you go. Now, for those who are unaware, these three right here, to be united by a hatred is a fragile alliance at best. Bang. The Sith Triumvirate was a loose alliance of what remained of Darth Revan's Sith Empire that almost destroyed the Jedi Order during the era of strife that took place after the Jedi Civil War. Take another drink. I need this. It was solidified sometime after the Battle of Rakata Prime. The organization was made up of several, if not hundreds, of Sith apprentices, Sith masters, and most importantly, Sith assassins. Now you guys see why I love the Old Republic so much. I want more of this. It was responsible for the near-complete destruction of the Jedi Order during the First Jedi Purge and the attack on Qatar. Leadership and origins. But above these legions, there are three who must be stopped. As long as any one of them lives, then we and all life are doomed. The triumvirate was led by 3 joint Sith Lords, Darth Traya and the 2 apprentices, Nihilus and Sion. These 3 were all under tutelage of the Traius Academy on Malachor during their time studying studying the dark side. They learned of specific traits and skills that they had, styling themselves as unique titles for Lords of the Sith. I love these 3 characters so much. Darth Traya, Lord of Betrayal, but there must always be a Darth Traya, one that holds the knowledge of betrayal, who has been betrayed in their hearts and will betray in return. Darth Traya, before her fall to the dark side, she was a Jedi Master named Kreia. There you go, Kreia, Traya, same thing. Kreia was very contemplative and philosophical. She was one of the many teachers who trained Revan, who later became an infamous Sith Lord, an important figure in galactic history. Revan, along with his friend Malak, led the crusade against the Mandalorians. See, that's what I mean. A lot of current Star Wars canon takes a lot of inspiration from this older stuff. Many of her other students succumbed to Revan's beliefs and joined him. Kreia was wrongfully blamed for Revan's actions and was cast out of the Jedi Order. She questioned her beliefs and began searching for answers, meeting those she had affected through her teachings. Eventually, she came to Malachor 5, a dead world, powerful in the dark side. She was curious, the Sith ruins drawing her in. She became overpowered with the allure of the dark side and became Darth Traya, Lord of Betrayal. Having been betrayed by the Jedi and ready to betray in turn, she attained the title of headmistress of the Traius Academy, able to hold any students willing to fight for the cause of the Sith to destroy the Jedi. Now, my personal favorite is this geezer, Darth Nihilus. Now this dude right here. I'm gonna come at that now. Winks. It's more reliable than your sources on Jaden Smith as Spider-Man. I'm just throwing that out there. It's again quantification, and this is Wikipedia that's done by fans and edited by approved sources from books, and they cite their sources. I'll show you guys exactly what I mean by proving your sources at the bottom of this page, because this right here, like this is a prime example. Red Hood helmet irritated Joker's skin. Oh yeah, for sure. Like that'll play a role. That'll play a role. They'll go classic with it. He is a wound in the Force, more presence than flesh, and in his wake life dies, sacrificing itself to his hunger. Oh, shit. Like, think if Galactus was a Sith, this is your dude, right here. Little was known of Darth Nihilus' history. He was most likely a Jedi during the Mandalorian Wars who had followed Revan to war. Nevertheless, he ended up fighting at Malachor 5, one of the battle's few survivors. He was stranded in orbit around the planet. His high force potential and power were demonstrated when he tore his new flagship Ravager from the gravity well. The ship was barely space-worthy, severely damaged by Mandalorian artillery. It also contained a crew drained of all life and emotion by its captain. Nihilus came upon the Traius Academy at some time, seeking training from Traya. He received it, sharing equal prestige with another student, Darth Sion. During his time at the Academy, he learned how to drain the Force, create wounds in it, and use Krea's echoes to his advantage. Eventually, his training and abilities made him into the shell of his former self, a wound in the Force, corrupting those around it. Nihilus was different from other Sith, in that he never sought to rule the galaxy or to create a new order. His purpose was to destroy all life everywhere in order to satisfy his hunger. Jaden Smith is Peter Parker. No, God, don't mention it. Thoughts on actress, or should I say Sith Lord actress? Oh, I'll get to that. Let me read Darth Sion. Darth Sion, Lord of Pain. See, now you see why Nihilus is my favorite. Of pain he has learned much, of knowledge of teaching he knows nothing. In the wake of the power vacuum that divided the Sith on Korriban, one notable Sith that emerged from the wreckage of Revan's empire was Darth Sion, a twisted and broken shell of a man. Sion was a patchwork of thousands of fragments of his original body, which had been destroyed again and again and again over the years. His cracked and decaying body was held together by sheer force and will of the dark side of the Force. So it's basically if a zombie was using the dark side to channel it into himself to keep himself breathing, basically. He used the constant intense pain and agony of his condition to fuel his power, his hatred, and his body. Sion fled Korriban, coming to Malachor 5, where he found the Traius Academy and his new master, Darth Traya. His brutality, strength, and sheer will were things noted by Traya, but the two soon came to despise each other due to Sion's lack of understanding, or perhaps his uncaring attitude towards Traya's understanding of strength, which was in direct opposition to his almost slavish reliance upon the Force for his mere survival, which is something Traya saw as a weakness. And this is the thing with the Sith. Even though these guys work together, they don't like each other. It's just business. Now, this is where Bibliography. Look at this. Sources. Right here. Sources. See, my source is Wikipedia. This source has proven its sources. Right here. 4 sources. The New Essential Chronology, Knights of the Old Republic, Heritage of the Sith, and the Essential Atlas. This is what I mean by approved sources. This is a prime example right here. Sources have sources. This is what it is. This is exactly what it is. And that's why it's so important. Not just some random website from some random place, from some random geezer that says some random rumor that just ends up just, running with it. And then everyone just runs with it, but for the sake of it. Darth Atreus. He's pretty cool. I don't know I don't know a whole lot about him. But he's all right. He's one of the Sith that I know very little of. I need to, catch up more on that one. Hey, Leon, what's up, brother? Billy Bob's movie, but yes, there ain't no friends in Sith. It's just business. It's just business, and it's not even a business transaction like Magneto and Charles. Like, it's literally just business, full on business. It's like Cutler Beckett from Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, it's nothing personal, just good business. If you screw me, you're dead. Like, it's just business. Okay, guys, 9 minutes left. Get your final questions in. Final questions. Actress in KOTOR 2. Let me have a look. One sec. Bloody Ethernet cable. Oh, actress from KOTOR 2. Oh, she looks sick. I completely forgot it was this one. I haven't played KOTOR 2 in so long. I'll tell you what, I can't wait to play, though. Lego Star Wars. When that comes out on April 5th, I'll be streaming it. I'll be streaming each episode. Or actually, to be fair, it depends how hyped I am. Like, if I'm really hyped, I'll play through the whole damn thing. But I might do an episode kind of thing. And then I'll just play free play offline and complete it offline. Noah and Mimi Films, you want a Baby Yoda spin-off? I mean, it's almost... I mean, they could have given us that, but I think, with them having Din Djarin with, Baby Yoda now, like, I think they basically confirmed that they're just going to keep those two together. So you may as well just keep going with that. Just keep the two of them together and just go with that. And this is one of the disappointing things for me, is that I wish they saved it for Mandalorian season 3 instead of rushing it into Book of Boba Fett, where it just kind of But hey, it is what it is. We move. I just hope that Kenobi delivers. That's all I want more than anything. I just hope it delivers. Absolutely delivers. 8 minutes left, guys. Get your final questions in. Final questions before I end. Oh, man, I've missed doing Chosen Lives. And I'm not going to lie, as much as I love Cobra Kai, it's nice to have a break from it. Because, I mean, it's like, I'm a little Cobra Kai'd out. It's like, Cobra Kai. Like, I love Cobra Kai, but it's nice to have a bit of a break, It's nice to have just a little bit of a break with it a bit. James Cameron wanted to do Spider. James Cameron. James Cameron's that kind of dude. He's the pedigree of director that you hire because he's going to get the job done. So he would have absolutely nailed it. But I think thank you, Lisa. I really appreciate that. Shout out to you. But I think, for me, it would have been very weird because James Cameron's kind of style and tone would be very weird in Spider-Man. Because would he go for a more Titanic kind of I mean, he'd go for a more Titanic approach if someone was to die. But there is a lot of potential for that. I wouldn't mind reading up on that a bit more, actually, to see if there was some weight to that, because that sounds pretty cool. I think he would have absolutely nailed it. It would have been a lot more emotional for people. Exactly. It just, like, I love their reunion, but it's like, oh, you're here. I'm like, no, why'd you do it that early? Build up to it. Let the emotions, let it simmer, let it fester. So when Din is there and Baby Yoda or Grogu runs up to him and goes, and then hugs his leg, it's like, oh, yeah. We can all cry together. I'm not crying, you're crying. When do you think we'll get a Kenobi? Well, we've already got an official teaser. But the official trailer, I think, will drop May the 4th. I think May the 4th is when the trailer will drop, and it will say, hey, this is the trailer, bang, boom, bosh, and then dropping that day. I do not want them showing fucking Darth Vader in that trailer. Excuse my French. I do not want them showing Darth Vader. Please don't show him at all. Do it Rogue One style. How you remember how that Rogue One trailer had that shot of Vader and then end. That's it. That would be perfect. That'd be perfect. I mean, I love Cobra Kai, but it's nice to have a bit of a break than talking about Cobra Kai every 5 fucking seconds. Like it's like just there's other things that exist. I'm Cobra Kai right now because season 4 isn't that great. It's hard to theorize. Yeah, like I find like a lot of these theories that are happening for season 5, people are going to be reaching, not just for the stars. They're going to be reaching in the flipping trash cans to find things. Like I need to find something. Give me a theory. Like I mean, this is why I haven't made my channel Cobra Kai specific. One, just because I don't have the time to make channels split on multiple things. Just the chosen one. I just want to get on here and give my thoughts about whatever. And Cobra Kai and Fast and Furious videos have made up predominantly most of my content. So I really want to get, make sure I do more of those. I might do a video on Lego Star Wars because I want to do like a farewell video to Lego Star Wars. So we'll see, we'll see. But yeah, I needed a break from talking Cobra Kai because I can't talk Cobra Kai every 5 fucking seconds. Like, it's like, Jesus Christ. Like, it's a great show and I love it, but I like talking about multiple things. And I find that, a lot of our disappointment for season 4 comes from the fact that when you talk about it so much again and again and again and again and again and again and again, it just doesn't land. It just doesn't hit. And then when you finally get to it, it's like, oh shit, season 4 was ass. Ugh. But well, no, I mean, it was all right. It's just, you get to a space where I'm just a little Cobra Kai'd out, It's like, I love Cobra Kai. There'll still be videos uploading. I got a nice juicy video on will Robbie rejoin Miyagi-Do. I got that one. If you see anyone post that, they got that from me. Okay, that's me. I'm calling that immediately. But yeah, it's been nice to talk Batman and Kenobi in this stream and Boba Fett. I freaking adore it, And then also, I mean, that's going to be my new thing, just to embellish how good I am. I think the actress was corrupted by Sith holocrons. Let me pull a picture up because let me get this Wikipedia up because I want to see more because I haven't played KOTOR 2 in so long. I mean, season 5 is going to be amazing. Don't get me wrong, but like I need a break. Like, I mean, it's just Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai, Cobra Kai. It's like, whoa, every 5 seconds. Exactly. This is why I feel no obligation and I feel no pressure to constantly be uploading like every nugget of information. Oh, Ralph Macchio farted on set. Here's a video. It's like, oh, Jacob Bertrand stubbed his toe. Here's a video. Like, I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. I can just take my time, and I ain't got time for multiple channels and stuff. Like, when you work in 2 jobs and bloody, trying to break into acting, I ain't got time for all that shit. It's like. And I like to go outside, I'm happy building community here and to keep building this community, and almost at 7K. So, I'm going to keep doing that. But yeah, as I said, with Kenobi, like it's not going to be a kind of show where it's just Kenobi going, oh, I got a lightsaber, bro. No. Like, it's not going to be that kind of show. It really isn't. It's going to be a very emotionally compelling, story. That's my opinion. We don't do no filler videos around here in this bitch. No. We don't do all that. Because in the Matt Reeves universe, boom. Season 5 is, make no mistake, season 5 is going to be freaking amazing. Like, it will be amazing. But I just need a bit of a break. Because I think for me, when I constantly have the same thing again and again and again and again and again and again, it just it gets too much. Where it's like, okay, look, Robbie and Miguel team up, yeah, sure. Sam and Tori end their beef, sure. Johnny and Daniel chosen, whatever. It's like, okay, cool. But I need a bit of a break. It's just have a bit of a break from it. And I was going to end at 1:30, but everyone's decided to rejoin now, so fuck it. I'll continue for another 10 minutes. Probably say that. I'll probably end up going to 2 hours. Yeah, I don't do filler videos. Kenobi is going to be primarily character driven. Exactly. And the thing is, I can only talk about the same thing for so long. Like, it gets to a point where it's like, shut the fuck up. Like, you've said it. How many fucking videos? Well, yeah, but I mean, they're not like, I mean, they ain't me, you know, so it's all good. This is why I'm the chosen one, baby. How is your cat? Oh, yeah, she's great. She's just sleeping outside. I don't want to disturb her, but she's sleeping out there. She's fine. She's just tucked in a little blanket. Yeah, actress. All right. Natalie, if you're watching, comment number 1 for actress, number 2 for actress. Number 1 for actress, number 2 for actress. Let me know if I'm saying it correctly. I haven't played KOTOR in a hot minute. It's been so long. Let me pull her up. Right. Damn, she really looks badass. Bad to the bone. Oh, man, I can't wait for Lego Star Wars, man. Oh, 10 days. Have you guys seen the footage for that game? Oh, it looks sick. It's 1:30 for you. Well, yeah, it's almost 1:30 a.m. Actress. Oh, crap. I've forgotten the order. Let me go back in. 1 second. 1 second. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. Actress. There we go. Had to listen to myself. Somehow I completely forgot. Yeah, I'm a little bit fatigued on Cobra Kai. Like, I've still got videos coming and all that, but I needed a break. You know, I can't keep talking Cobra Kai every 5 seconds. Too much of a good thing is still too much. Exactly. And I like a bit of a refresher. You know, it's nice to talk something different. Moon Knight is going to be fucking amazing. Right. Atris. Oh, fuck it. Atris was a human female who served as a Jedi historian. Oh, cool. And later as a Jedi Master and Jedi Council. Wow. Anakin would be pissed. She was deeply committed to the Order and was a fierce adherent of the Jedi Code. But Atris's faith in the righteousness of the Jedi wavered when her personal hero, Mitra Surik, turned her back on the Council to join. Oh, so this is almost like Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon, but a much deeper level. Oh, this is sick. I completely forgot about this story. Oh, that's awesome. Man, I've completely forgotten about KOTOR. I really need to replay them. The other things with the KOTOR games, they're incredibly hard. People talking about Cobra Kai, just shut the fuck up. Like, you said it. How many times can you talk on the same thing without getting bored? Like, damn. Now, hey, you know what, Noah and Mimi films? It doesn't matter if it's off topic. That's what I love about MySpace. You can say whatever the hell you want. Off topic, well, obviously within reason. I don't want anyone to start commenting stupid shit like, you know, oh, Jaden's Spider-Man again. Don't bring that up. Or Pennywise. Don't bring him up either. Off topic, what kind of music do you like? Everything really. It depends on the day for me. Let me take a quick swig of water. Man, I literally drink like so many of these a day. I'm surprised I'm not on like taking a piss like for 30 hours straight. This is Robinson's apple and blackcurrant squash mixed with water. It's essential for these streams because I need it. But it depends on the day. Like, some days I'll literally, like, let me pull up my playlist. 1 second. Like, some days I'll be listening to soundtracks from, I don't know, Fast and Furious, and then another day I'll be listening to Dark Knight Rises or whatever. Then No Way Home, and then other days I'll be listening to a bit of Bob Marley, down with some reggae. And then other days I'll be listening to a bit of Billie Jean's Not My Love. It depends on the day for me. Like, it depends on whatever kind of mood I'm in. Other days I listen to a bit of house. Other days maybe a bit of garage in there. Not much. I'm not a big garage fan. And then other days a bit of rock. And then other days, as much as people don't like them, a bit of Nickelback. I think the thing is with Nickelback, right? I think everyone just jumps on the fucking bandwagon. They don't understand why they don't like him. They just say, "Oh, I don't like Nickelback because everyone else doesn't like him." It's like, grow up. Form your own opinion. Echo chambers. And then other days, bit of John Williams. What else have I got here? Oh, Creed 2 soundtrack. You know when Adonis Creed's walking out to the ring and Tessa Thompson does that I'll go to war stuff? Man, Jesus, I will wife the lady that does that for me. Christ, hell yeah. Without a question. Ring right on that finger. What else have I got? I got some Marvel stuff, Transformers. I got I got a lot of WWE stuff as well. Like, as much as I don't watch WWE now, just because I just think that the product is just the songs that they pick for their pay-per-views, fucking men. Well, I mean, I still love you too, King, but I think, you're being a bit harsh on the old Nickelback there. I want a genuine reason why you don't like Nickelback. I don't want to, well, they're trash. There's some of the greatest bands alive put out trash music. No one rags on them. Well, everyone rags on them. What makes Nickelback so different? Or is it just because everyone else rags on them? Everyone just wants to jump on the band. Some men just want to see the world burn. That's what it is. Nah. We're fighting for this. Your favorite superhero movie scores? That would require a chosen live. I've got too many. Oh, me too, dude. One thing I do before auditions and stuff sometimes is, depending on the type of script that I've got. So before I shot Upon Reflection with Mark, I listened to there's that soundtrack that plays when Daniel's talking to Sam in season 3, where it's like, you can't run away from your problems. That's it. I listened to that because it's very soft, it's very mellow. I listened to that before I started reciting my lines. Got me right into the zone. Love it. If I need to play a scene where I'm like really like pissed off, I'll get like something like, I don't know, Goblins in the Demons from No Way Home just brings the rage out. I'm not sure if this is true. I need to do more research. Netflix might do another Castlevania season. Now, I did complete that. Castlevania slaps. Love Castlevania. Shout out to my bro Stuart for getting me on that, by the way. If he's watching, shout out to you. Thank you. Kenny's arc and his character fascinates me the most. Anthony's going to have the best arc. Well, not about the best, but he's going to get better. He'll grow on you. Nickelback, yes. Only a hero can save us. I'm not going to stand here and wait. Like, list 3 of them. All right, I'll list 3. Right, so you've got basically the Winter Soldier theme in general for that movie, just a medley of all that, like, not just necessarily Winter Soldier, but like even the moment when Cap like jumps out the plane and his theme's playing. The second one, Electro's theme, hands down, that shit fucking slaps. And the one thing that No Way Home did that kind of disappointed me is they only played it for like literally 2 seconds when he appears. I was like, no, you gotta play it more, longer. And the third one, come on, Raimi Spider-Man. There you go. But there's more. Like, there's a lot more. I love Revan Bastila just so this is Mars story. Yeah, they got great stories. Dude, when I was watching Falcon and Winter Soldier as well, when Louisiana Heroes started playing when Sam was doing his training, I was like, this is sick, man. This is it. That song's going right in my workout playlist. Nickelback is good, to be honest. Exactly. Thank you, Noah Amini Films. Thank you. Well said. Damn right. They've got Nickelback is a time capsule, especially in the early thousands. Their music was everywhere. Maybe that's why everyone hates them so much, is their music was everywhere, bro. Like, watch the first Daredevil, it's in there, It's everywhere. And come on, they're in the first Spider-Man film. Come on. I'm not going to stand here and wait. Like, come on. Dude, Electro's theme in TASM 2 is fucking good. Morbius might not be good in the box office because all the Spider-Man Easter eggs are gone. What do you mean? Do you mean like they've all been spoiled, or? I mean, to me, I don't know. It's just, I'm not hyped for Morbius anyway. Like, it'll be all right, but I'm not expecting much, especially given that, how do we put it? That Venom 2 fucking shit show. Ugh, God, that movie disappointed me on so many levels. I might need to do a Chosen Live talking about that again, because I need to. First things first, I need to talk about Batman versus Superman and the precedent that set for any movie going forward. Number 1, the Raimi, yeah. Spider-Man stuff is gone from the movie. Well, why the hell did they do that? Sony removed the Morbius Easter eggs. Wow. Sony, 2 steps forward, 10 steps back. Well done. Sony are back at it again. Sony laying the foundation. I'm sorry, why do the MCU have to keep picking up after Sony's incompetence every fucking time? It's annoying. Sony, come here. Come here. You're incompetent as shit. Give it back to Disney. Sick of this BS. And it's like, oh, but it's in another universe. It's like, no, fuck that shit. Like, put them just in the one universe, okay? As much as I have my problems with the House of Mouse, you know, hey, everybody, it's me, Mickey Mouse. And you got Goofy going, you know, you got all that shit happening. They've done well with Marvel, okay? I can't fault them there. They've done well with Marvel. Sony are just being that one kid in class. Like, don't be that kid in class, right? Where everyone's having fun, playing Uno, and someone just says, no, I'm not winning. Yeah, it's not fair. Yeah. It's really frustrating. Really frustrating. You can't be Canadian but act Southern. Besides, I've simplified. Well, that I don't care about. I'm English. I don't care. I don't care about that. I don't give a frog's fat ass. I don't care. Do you know what I say? I say it proudly. I love the first few Nickelback songs, and I ain't hiding it. I ain't hiding it at all. Fuck it. I'll go for another 20 minutes because everyone joins literally as I'm about to end. This is the problem. See, when the hair product comes out, look, it's like this, just floppiness. Ugh. Nickelback is too country, but there's so many bands that are country. I don't understand the hate. That they don't get the hate. What's really the issue? Like, come on. It needs to be a real issue for me to take it seriously. Spider-Man needs to go back to Marvel. Yes, properly. And none of this Madam Web, you know, oh, multiverse. No. Fuck that. Get him back there. Yeah, that movie was false advertising is what it was. Still love you, King, by the way. They don't even know what universe they're in. Exactly. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. They're just doing shit. Even Jared Leto in like a recent promo, right? I don't know if you guys have seen it, has said, oh, the multiverse is open. It's like, well, what does that mean for this universe? What's the foundation of the narrative that's been set up within Sony's world? Is this happening with Venom when Venom's just been sent back, or what's going on? They don't even know. At least Warner Brothers have learned, and they've got Matt Reeves. Sony are just like, here, we'll just do whatever. Just do whatever. Oh. Yeah, always that kid in class. I know. Sony are literally that kid in class. As I said with the Kings the other day, they're also that kid in class when no one's done the homework. Not one person. And the teacher's forgotten. They're the one person where the student will literally raise their hand and say, I've done the homework, sir. And then everyone will go, oh, Philip. I don't know why I said Philip. It's the first name that came to my head. Venom 2, let's not bring that shit show up. Sony just do Spider-Man 4 and TASM 3. Yeah, do them two and then give it the fuck back. Yes, I do want a TASM 3. Look, if we're getting Morbius, give us a TASM 3 just for Andrew. It'll probably suck. I just want it for Andrew. Issue with Nickelback. I listen to books and themes from shows. Fair? Oh, the KOTOR soundtracks. Mint. Make a Venom in the Tom universe because of the symbiotes. Oh, yeah, 100%. That homework kid's annoying. Yes. Oh, yeah, I've seen all of them. They're all great. All of them. I think they're going to change stuff, though. They'll do a soft reboot, but they'll make it work. I want TASM 3 for Andrew, man. I really do. Like, I mean, we're getting fucking morbid. If Sony had any brain cell, they would stop milking the villains and give Andrew and Toby their respective movies. There you go. And then what you do, you give Toby his final one, right? You retire him on a good note. Then what you do, you give Andrew maybe the lead of the Sony universe. Like, it's not the best deal, but at least Andrew gets to play the role still. And that universe is fucked anyway. So, you know, make it more fucked, you know? But also, even if we don't get a TASM 3, we've still got Morbius. And then we've got that Rhino spin-off. So fuck it, why not? We're screwed anyway. Thank you, Sony. Oh, that company pisses me off so much. What are they doing, man? They pop punk band that sound country. Just say country rock band. That's really my beef. Oh, that's fair. That's fair. At least you've got a quantifiable reason. I feel like a lot of people just jump on the bandwagon because they just feel like it's funny. Sony will give us a symbiote Spider-Man, then give us Venom. Maybe, yeah. Reboot Venom. Give us the proper Eddie Brock. I love Tom Hardy, but give us the proper one. Don't want bloody that Flash. I don't want Flash getting that symbiote. I really do not want Flash getting that symbiote. It fucking sucks so bad. I'd rather they just use the Flash from bloody Amazing Spider-Man and bring him in because that is a guy that I believe would be a high school bully. The one playing the Flash in MCU would get eaten alive in the London school systems or any school system. One problem I have with DC is they keep starting Batman's story again for every couple of... Yeah, this is why Matt Reeves' Batman has put a good foundation. Let's build from it. Oh, of course. Give him an alien. Give him Venom. Give him Venom. All right, I'll go to the 2-hour mark since you guys are just insistent on me carrying on. I said, oh, yeah, I'll end at 1:30. Yeah. I'm about as... I keep my promises as much as Sony do, apparently. But, I mean, the thing is, even if we don't get a TASM 3, we're still going to get these fucking shitty movies anyway. So, fuck it. Give it to Andrew. That's all I say. We're screwed either way. You know, Sony, you're like, oh, now it's mine. My Spider-Man. You thought you had him back. Sorry, it really winds me up. It really rubs me up the wall. Yeah, look, promotion, Crunchy Rocks. God damn. So, the movie's gonna suck, but I don't care. I've just, as MJ said, expect disappointment, you'll never be disappointed. There you go. We're all good. Man said he's an op. Silver uses Kenny to fight against Sean, meaning younger brother. Maybe. You never know. We don't know how Sean will come into play. It's a must. Like, give Toby a Spider-Man 4 farewell Logan style. Like, you don't have to kill him. And this is another Chosen live I'm doing as well, where my worry for the multiverse of madness. I do not want every character fucking killed off in that movie just for the sake of it. Like, don't do that shit. That's lazy writing and that's fucking stupid. No Way Home is awesome. Venom versus Spider-Man, Sony BVS. King, can you stop mentioning BVS, please? I'll be doing a whole Chosen live talking about that specifically. Stop mentioning BVS. We don't need that shit. What? So what? The Venom's just gonna say Gwen, and Andrew's gonna go, why did you say that name? It's like, well, there you go. We're back to BVS territory again. Stop mentioning that. Stop it, you know. Right. You've asked for this.
And
Yeah, big King Shark hand. Yeah. Oh, hey, Julia. Yeah, please, no BVS. I'm sick of take the V out and change it to BS, because that's what that shit was. And it set a precedent that anytime there's a versus situation, there's got to be some contrived bullshit to stop the fucking fight. Like, honestly, around that time, I don't know what every movie studio was on. You had Dominic Toretto turning against his family. Then you had Bumblebee fighting Optimus. Then you had Batman versus Superman. You had Civil War and Cap. Yeah, and Iron Man. Like, it was just like the thing. You know, and now it's set the precedent. So, like, when Anakin and, Obi-Wan are duking it out in Kenobi, it's just like, oh, Padme, why did you say that name? And then, we're going to get the Bale breathing, but in Darth Vader form. And then you've got bloody fucking Venom and, excuse my French, Venom and Andrew duking it out. And then Venom goes, oh, Gwen. And then Andrew's going, why did you say that name? It's like, oh, come on. Why are movie studios so incompetent? Why? Why are they so incompetent? Ugh. 50 times, damn, Jesus. I haven't watched it in a couple of weeks, but it's still good. Toby Logan, because he's a character Wolverine was yeah, I mean, when I say Toby deserves a Logan type film, I don't mean that you grab Toby Maguire and you slam him on pikes and then you kill him. Just give him a swan song, a farewell, you know? And then if you bring him back down the line, live action Spider-Verse. I'm just saying, Sony, there's your money. Not in Morbius or, Jack-o'-lantern or what's the other one, Darius, if you're in there? What's the other one? Or RJ? What's that other one? Jackpot, that's it. We don't need that shit. And I'm sorry. You can get away with a villain fighting a villain for one movie. It doesn't mean it works for every movie. The way stories are designed is you have an antagonist and a protagonist. It doesn't work all the time. You need the antagonist to have certain archetypal traits and personality quirks that separate them from the antagonist. It's like the Joker fighting someone who's more of a Joker. It's like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, you can't do that forever. So what, Morbius is fighting someone who's more Morbius in this movie? Is that basically what it is? And then the next one, Craven's fighting someone who's more Craven. And then when they do Jack-o'-lantern, he's fighting someone that's a bit brighter. And then when they do Jackpot, they fight someone that's 777. When you're in the casino in the Jackpot thing, you see, it sets a precedent, Fucking Sony, man, jeez. Ugh, I'm throwing a lot in the last half hour, and it's ever since everyone started mentioning Sony. Oh, yes, they have to. As long as Wanda doesn't kill him and all the stands go, oh, go on, Queen, kill them. Get that out of here. Stupid. That's poor. That's, from a storytelling standpoint, Wanda killing off half the multiverse is stupid. Ugh. Yeah, I mean, hey, having a 3 Spider-Man on screen is still, still doesn't feel real. Yeah, of course it'll be dark. Venom versus Andrew film, it would Gwen and Andrew say, why'd you say the name? The person ends up teaming up. Yep. Always the way. Always the freaking way. There's 14 people in the stream now. Why does this always happen when I'm close to ending? Fuck it, I'll go for another 10 minutes. If you haven't, smash that like button. Helps the algorithm. But also, helps the chosen one get more exposure. King, why did you mention King? Why did you mention this? Why did you mention this? We put this energy out there. Sony are going to look at the Sinister Six and go, "Hey, we got some 6 sinister people. We're going to form a Suicide Squad." No, that's not the Sinister Six. The Sinister Six come together because they're sick of Spider-Man's BS. They team up, the 6 of them, to whoop his candy ass. It's not, hey, let's form a team. 6 people that are sinister. Like, no, that's not the... I swear to God, if they do that, I'm going to be pissed off. That is not the characters. It's fucking ridiculous. Start seeing a cheesy montage of, like, Sandman. Chameleon. It's like, no. Oh, I feel you. Don't bring up the Flash. That you'll get me started. Fucking hell. Obi-Wan to realize that it needs to adopt the new identity of Ben Kenobi. Well, this is the thing that I've always wondered. Even as a kid, I'm like, right, so you're in hiding. The Jedi are massacred. Why did you call yourself Ben Kenobi? Why not just Ben Franklin? Like, what? What? It's like Luke Skywalker. It's like, but his dad's Anakin. Like, what? Why not change it to Luke Lars? Like, what? Me and Darius had this conversation on our Star Wars stream. It's just like, it's just one of them things that you got to kind of look past, but it's just like, eh. But yeah, he'll adopt the identity of Ben Kenobi. And then me and Darius brought it up that, the reason Leia names her son Ben Solo, shout out to Ben Solo, because I tell you what, I might need to do a Chosen Live on this geezer, because I tell you what, man, I don't care what no one says. This guy right here, this guy's the shit. Maybe that inspires her to name her son Ben after, Obi-Wan. And then in A New Hope with that famous line, "Help me, Obi-Wan, you're my only hope." It has a new weight to it because Obi-Wan does help her. Bang. Did a Luke Skywalker thing. We don't need an Aunt May movie either. I mean, she said, Marissa said she would happily come back to the role. Yeah, you're dead. You ain't coming back. Don't bring Aunt May back in any capacity. Not even multiverse. I don't care if it's a variant. Multiverse is great, but it should be used for fun ideas, fun what ifs, but it should not be used as an excuse to bring back characters from the dead just because. Like, don't do that. You take away the gravity of a death if you keep doing that. Some of my problems with Star Wars is they keep doing that shit. It's like somehow Palpatine returned. So we've got Palpatine, Darth Maul, Cad Bane might still potentially be alive. What's another one? Oh, Chewie's fake out death and rise. Ben's fake out death. I'm like, just stop it. You know, when you kill a character, like it's like you gotta literally cut their head fully off. You know, you got to see them completely dismembered for it to go, yeah, they're dead. Ugh. Yeah, we don't need all the Sinister Six being anti-hero. You can give them a grey center, but the Sinister Six are so good because they're opposing to Spider-Man. It's not the Sinister Six. I don't want people, thinking, oh, hey, the Sinister Six, oh, that's Marvel's Suicide Squad. No, Marvel's Suicide Squad is basically the Thunderbolts. It's not the Sinister Six. The Sinister Six are formed to fight Spider-Man by Kingpin. Like, that's it. There's no, oh, hey, we need to send some people into some high-risk places. No. Yeah, a villain versus villain can work, but you can't always make it the subject matter of your movie or story because it's not the way stories are designed. Forgive me for being old-fashioned. I sound like Martin Scorsese here, but you can't do that. You can't do that all the time. Who are they going to fight? Exactly. Who the fuck are they going to fight? The more Sinister Six? What the fuck? Oh, Jeff. Spat on my screen. Sorry, it's incompetent. And people just, people buy hook, line, and sinker. They just more. Give me more. They're like, they have a bowl of shit and they say, hey, Sony, please, sir, can I have some more? Here you go. More, and then they just keep doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it. It's like, what happened to quality? This is not the way. You see a Mandalorian and say, this is the way. This is not the way. They can catch. You're damn right. I tell you what, on that.
And
Yeah, they'll be catching these hands. Exactly. Just going to fight a knockoff Suicide Squad? What the fuck? Ben Kenobi from Satine. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. Sony just needs to sit down, relax, have a cup of tea, What? Very true. Sony. Oh, Jesus. Yes, but hey, Ben Solo's the frickin' man, and the final line of dialogue they gave him was, ow. It's like, I tell you what, with Lego Star Wars, right, I looked at the roster for that. Ben Solo's there. I'm going to be rocking. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry. I don't care what no one says. The minute he pulls the saber and he's like, shrug, I'm like, oi, Anakin and Han Solo hybrid, baby. I was like, oi. Fuck yeah. Anakin and Han in one, man. That's fucking. Oh, I was nerding out. Oh god. And the scene with him and Han. I love Dad. I love you. I know. I was crying. It was incredible. Fucking amazing. JJ, that was brilliant. Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah, I need to hit Alex up about that. Jesus. Ugh. I mean, we might get. I mean, you could get a flashback, but it's not essential. You know what I mean? We don't need no. And I don't want Sinister Six to be good. God, that's not what we need. We don't need this. We don't need this level of incompetence where it's just like, okay, here's the team. It's like, fuck it, my brain's gone. Bro, my brain's gone. Versus the even more Sinister Six. Well, this is the road that we go down. And someone in Sony's room is going to sit there going, oh, David, that's bloody fantastic. Who would have thought the Sinister Six versus the more, get this, gather around. The more Sinister Six. It's like, really, dog? Really? Jesus Christ almighty. Let me just, that's what happens when the hair product comes out. It's just bloody flying everywhere. Yeah, he is. He is indeed. He even has the same quirks and mannerisms as Han and Anakin, man. It's there, you know. I mean, the no-look shot of his dad, and then, you know, the spinning saber move is Anakin. I'm just saying, it's there. Episode 9 has its problems. Ben Solo ain't one of them. Fucking, and Adam Driver, fucking amazing. Oh, have you guys ever seen a Marriage Story with him and Scarlett Johansson? Watch that. Brilliant. I don't know if they were nominated for Oscars, but they both should have been. There's one scene in that. Oh, God. Hits home. Soldiers that have some random group name. Yeah, that's what it'll be. It's just some random shite. A little bit of a normie, but not a normie to... Well, at least you're, you know, Big Wheel, Spot, Jack-o'-lantern, other D-list villains will fight the... Oh, Jesus. This is where you bring James Gunn into the Sony-verse and start killing them off. One by one. Yeah, Sinister Six, they have to be employed by Kingpin. That's the whole... That's the key part of their story. Oh, Jesus. Sony are really winding me up lately. Oh, no worries. It's fine. I'm having fun. I was meant to end the stream, now. Shout out to you, TCK, if you're watching. About half hour ago, but still here. So I may as well just keep going. Fuck it. But thank you for coming in, Noah Mimi Films. Appreciate you. Well, this is the thing, Tristan, is, and everyone raise a pint to Noah Mimi. This is the thing. We live in an era now where people are just so entertained by, explosions, special effects, that they forget, the story, the characters, the narrative, does it hold up, And as I was saying earlier on, it's just like, it's been nice to not really talk about Cobra Kai much in this stream. I'm enjoying a bit of a break from it. It's nice to just talk other stuff for a bit. And just, again, I'm a little Cobra Kai'd out, It's like, I love Cobra Kai, but sometimes it's like, just shut the fuck up. Like, yeah, Jesus, like, shut up, Jacob. Stop talking about Robbie. I even say it to myself now, just like, it's too much. It's like, fuck's sake. Like, ugh. This is why I never made this channel specific to anything. I just like to come on here and just let the chips fall where they may. Sony will make a Hobgoblin. Yeah, they'll do that with Ned. They set that up now. Which is a shame, but they've set it up. Sinister Six with Cream Suicide Squad. It depends. The Suicide Squad has some killer members in it. Like, Deadshot could take out a few of the Sinister Six. It depends what Sinister Six you form. Like, it's very contingent. Very contingent. It's very also circumstantial. If movies were judged based on explosions, Michael Bay would be absolutely right up there. Like, Michael Bay would be the dog's bollocks. Like, he would be the GOAT. And he is. But, like, I was sat there watching The Last Night a couple of years back, right? And there's a scene where Megatron, I don't know if it's Galvatron, Megatron, I don't fucking know. They changed the story more than bloody the weather changes in London, right? He sat there, Barricade approaches him, right? And Megatron's actually sat there, lighting a flamethrower, just burning random shit for no reason other than the fact just to have an explosion there. I'm like, Michael, you couldn't just have one scene of dialogue between two Transformers without an explosion. You just couldn't help yourself. Sony will probably make Sinister Six versus Multiverse. Oh, Jesus. Ugh. Fast and Furious movies. Yeah, Fast and Furious movies are the exception. Like, they're just fun movies you can have a great time with. I don't care what no one says. Like, you need movies like that sometimes where you can just go and have fun. Furious 5 from No Way Home. Wait, hang on. Furious 5. Ha! I thought you meant Fast and Furious. Furious 5 from No Way Home versus 2021, The Suicide Squad. Who wins? I'm going to say probably the Furious Thrive. Yeah, Furious 5, because Electro with that arc reactor, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Cobra Kai with Sony are trying to do a Cobra Kai with the Sinister Six. I don't want the Sinister Six having a movie. I don't care who's writing it. I don't want it. You could get Christopher Nolan, Matt Reeves. I don't care. If it's not the original intention, I don't want it. I really don't want it, because I want the original intention. They are there to fight Spider-Man. They're not there to form a team to go around on missions. That's not the Suicide Squad. It's never been the Suicide Squad. And it really frustrates me because I want the real intention. How does a video game, Spider-Man PS4, get the Sinister Six spot on, but Sony are like, hey, let's fuck it up. Like, yeah, well, I mean, they were saving the Sinister Six for a reason. I just hope they do it at the right time. Fucking Sony, man. Had enough bullshit with Fox over the years. Now that problem's done. Now we've got Sony doing it. Literally, Sony are that kid in class. Everyone's having fun playing Uno, and they're the one that foots the table over, going, "No, it's not fair." Like that's what Sony are. Dude, anytime Robbie and Miguel slam each other into lockers, there'd be explosions. Like a locker would flip open, and when Stingray starts fighting, and then he slams the kid into the lockers would fall down. You know, when Miguel lands on his back on the railing, the railing would break, and there'd be an explosion there. Like it literally would just be like that. Oh man, what's the hour mark now? I'll go for another 5. I'll see how I feel. I'll see how the rest of this dialogue goes. Like, it's gone from talking about that Joker scene in Batman for a good 40 to 50 minutes to Kenobi and Star Wars for a good 40 minutes to just randomness. But hey, this is what everyone liked at the old shows and live, so. Oh, God. Dude, there would have been, like, explosions. There would have been a shot of Peyton going, ah! And then Robbie going, and then there would have been Sam going, ah! And then Hawk going, it would have been, it would have just been right across the board. Just like, I mean, hey, it could have worked still, but it's just sometimes, Michael, but you do too much. Just reel it back in, throw the fishing line out, reel it back in. Good Bob. Miguel would have been falling for 30 minutes. Yeah, it would have been ongoing. I mean, honestly, anytime there's a punch, there would have been an explosion then. And that's not even hyperbole, where it's like, oh, okay, you're just overreacting to it's Michael Bay. No, genuinely, if it's Michael Bay, shit's going down. That school's going on fire. The stairs catch fire, school windows explode, Tori and Sam go flying, Robbie gets launched, Miguel does 5 flips, then hits the railing. It turns into like that moment in Revenge of the Sith when Anakin and Obi like swinging their sabers like that. What is the next watch pie? Let me check. I think it might be the Italian Job. Is it the Italian Job or is it Departed? Let me the schedule. This is why schedules are so important. Shout out to you, King. Other when you're not winding me up about Jaden Smith playing fucking Miles Morales, then business-wise, you got it. Okay, where are we? Done The Shining. 27th of March, the Italian Job. There we go. And then episode 16 of the Kings of Pop Culture after that. Then we've got The Departed. That's RJ's choice. And then another Kings of Pop Culture episode. And then Watch Party. It'll be filled with something. Gotta watch It Chapter 2 soon, though. Like on a regular one. Because I've done It Chapter 1. Oh, whoa. Donation. Oh, Chimu, you didn't have to do that. 99 pence. That'll get me a whole nother Highland Spring water bottle. So, thank you, sir. Everyone, raise a toast to Miguel. Raise a toast to Miguel in the chat. Not Shamoon, Miguel. Raise a toast. I'll tell you what. This will be for you, Shamoon. 1 second. This is you on. Right, there we go. Back to this. I'm not the fucking rat. Oh, The Departed's such a good movie. Yeah, they're going to copy and paste it. Yes, they will. They absolutely will. Let me just, get my hat off. I can actually put it over my head now that my hair's cut. I can actually put this over my head. I love it. Fantastic. Let me just try and angle this. There you go. That's not the real cut. You never donated to... Oh, okay. So because you do it to me, I've now got to do it to you. Oh, right. Oh, yeah. Okay. That's... Yeah. All right, mate. Thanks. Thank you, son. Thanks a bunch. That gets you a tea. Well, I do have a cup ready, so... Always, there's some stereotypes about us British folk that are true, people. I will, don't worry. I'll donate to you at some other point. I think it's that as well. Let's try another song. Man, these... Hey, there's one here that sounds like Quiver. Where is it? I forgot how bad that one is. When you guys were asking me earlier on what songs I listen to, it's not these. Just throwing that out there. Jesus. Oh, God. No, nothing. That's Quiver. That's Quiver. That'd be StreamYard. StreamYard should be sued. Juliana. Damn. Ronaldo would throw your hat off if you were interviewing him. He does that, then he's going to get a good old special shoulder check into the balls, you know, elbow, angel, winner. That's what he's going to get. I don't care if he's flipping Cristiano Ronaldo. I'm taking his ass out. No one's touching my hat. It's like the doctor says in Doctor Who. It's like, I like fezzes. Fezzes are cool. I'm going to get it off now. I'm starting to sweat. Oh, shit. Right, put that over there. Hey, that song is fucking golden, mate. Okay, I may as well go for another fucking 20 minutes. Screw it. Screw it. Everyone seems to be having fun. Oh, there is a song called Oatmeal. Went 2 hours without mentioning oatmeal, and then you mentioned it. It's a Walmart brand Hawks theme song. Imagine that song plays when he saves Dimitri. Armando, what's up, bro? Imagine that. That would be flipping sick. It's like a Hans Zimmer-esque version of Quiver. Oh! Telling you, man, I'd be fucking fanboying hard. Like, anytime Quiver comes on, you know Hawk's about to get shit done. Imagine in the endgame fight, Quiver plays, and it's like an orchestral, like epic, you know, Hans Zimmer-esque score where it's like, whoa. Yeah, fuck it. I'll go for another 15 minutes. I'm good. I'll get some good sleep in afterwards. I'm not going for another 2 hours. Another 15 minutes. That'll be fair. Versus oatmeal. I mean, I don't want to brag, but I mean, I'm always ready. It's not exactly Quaker oats. Scots porridge oats. It's actually good for bulking as well. Yes, a Hans Zimmer version would be amazing. Damn right. Demi, what's up, brother? You keep missing that. Yeah, YouTube's been doing that a lot lately. I keep having the same thing where everyone's messaging me like, oh, shit, Jacob, I'm missing your streams because YouTube aren't notifying me. But you're here anyway, Demi. You're here anyway, brother. But good to see you. You missed the lovely, juicy 40, 50 minutes of Star Wars discussion earlier on. But I'm here for another 16-odd minutes, so ask away. Did you see Italy? Oh, I haven't caught up on football. They lost to North Macedonia. Yeah, fuck off. Yeah. We are crushed and destroyed. Yeah. That whole BS of it's coming Rome. It's coming Rome. Get that fucking shit out of here. For 2 fucking months I was hearing that crap. I'm sorry, yeah. To anyone who's got Italian origins in the chat, I know one of you does. Sorry, I had to put up with that shit for 2 months, you know? For 2 months of everyone going, it's coming Rome. Nah, fuck that. Karma was served. How does it feel, Chiellini? You prick. Fucking bold prick. Bold twat. Fucking pull him down myself and drag him off the pitch. Oh, I got fired up during that England match. I swear to God. I was at the pub watching it, right? And I'll tell you what. I've never seen a pub so angry. Like, I'll tell you what. Oh, hell hath no fury on Chiellini that night. Oh, dear. Staying in Rome. Yeah, staying in Rome. Yeah, they better stay in Rome. Otherwise, no, I'm joking. We do not condone violence. Shout out to my Italian compadres. Much love to all. It's just football. It's just a bit of banter. to those that actually take it that far and start physically fighting people over it, like, this is not the way, you know? Stop being a virgin. Come on. I'm like, Jesus. It's like bloody little kids in school where they're like, oh, yes, Injustice 2 next week. Yeah, I'll play it again. I mean, I want to play it one more time before I get Lego Star Wars. So, European champs, not in the World Cup. Yeah, well, as let me find it. Let me find it. Where is it? Ironic. Hang on, where is it? Let me find it. I need to find it. I need to find it. Give me a minute. Where is it? I need to find it. I need to find it. Ironic. Ironic. Stings, doesn't it? Stings. Suck it. Sorry, I got really passionate. You could tell, like, you know, I'm a Chelsea fan. And I can't even talk. We're in a lot of shit at the minute. Michael Bay will direct the final season of Cobra Kai, and Johnny and Daniel fight Silver on the wing of a burning plane, blindfolded over the ocean. As like cars are like descending out the other side. How are you European champs and not make the World Cup? You know what this calls for? Feeding the ducks. Let's play it one more time. I hope they don't copyright me for playing their own music. Oh, hey Margot, what's up? I'm passionate about these things. Well, it's because I am. I get passionate, you know. It's to me like it's an investment. I love football, you know. I get very emotionally invested. That's why I don't talk English. Why I don't talk football a lot, because it can be a very emotionally compelling kind of, you know, thing. Darth Cadus is flipping amazing. If anything, they based Kylo Ren off him so much. Yeah, we killed him. Yeah, I'm close to dying. Let's play Quiver again. I'm flipping the script. Imagine Italy saying that. I'm flipping the script. Ouch! Stop it. Karma is served. Enjoy it. Wait, actually, this kind of slaps. It's actually kind of cool. I'll give StreamYard that. That one's actually pretty good. The other ones, not so much. Michael Bay doing Cobra Kai is going anime territory. I mean, as I said, they had a scene with Megatron sat there lighting a flamethrower for no fucking reason. Like, why is that there? You don't need to do that. Doing the Daniel versus Kreese with Jesus makes them fight in the jungle. No, they still fight in the dojo, but somehow, like, it turns into like Jumanji, and the plants start growing out the walls and through the floor, you know. And when he throws him throws him out the glass, all the car alarms start going off, you know, like Kreese landing on his ass. It just creates this big wave. You know, yeah. Boondocks and Cobra. Dude, Sean would be perfect for that. It makes no sense. He sat there and he's going, it's like, really, dude? You need to do. Why waste energy on you muppet? But I'm still thinking of that lovely 99 pence that you gave me there, Shamoon. I will put that to good use, sir. I will put that to good use. 100%. I'll be buying a new bottle. I mean, look, I've got 1, 2, 3. Like, look, I'm always stocked up. Need it for these bloody streams, and the amount I use my voice nowadays, I really need it. Miguel and Sam drive a car through the side of the. You know, like the scene in Defenders when Jessica Jones like slams the car into Elektra through the glass. It's just a scene like that. Freaking donut. You donut, son. All right, final 10 minutes. Final 10 minutes, because I like to get 2 hours. I want to get 2 hours 30. Let's get bang on the mark. Bang on the mark. Now, I'm not sure my next chosen live will be. Let me consult the agenda. Well, my personal agenda. Also, make sure you go all in. All right, I got Oh, that's it. Batman versus Superman setting a precedent for movies. Chosen Live on Sony, and Chosen Live Aquaman's Dead, Who Will Die. I'm a genius. Is your Cobra Kai season ranking still the same? Yeah. I mean, I rewatched season 1 a couple of days back. I think everyone sleeps on season 1. Season 1's flipping amazing. It's recency bias. There you go. I can do that as well. Where anything that's recent is automatically better than what came before. It's like, no, just because it just came out doesn't mean it's better than what's before. Like that's a thing, you know, where it's just like, oh, it came out like last week. It's the best one. Oh my God, it's so amazing. Holy shit. Did you see that, Sheila? Oh my God. Like, just shut up. That 99. I'm just 1 penny short of a good pound, sir. It'll work on the saver menu at McDonald's. It's a rare donation, so eat it. I feel very honored, sir. This is how like Miguel and Robbie really bond. Like in Mexico, they both start YouTube channels, you know, and then they one of them, Robbie has a podcast. He has a podcast. What is it? Life. It sounds it's like a Stephen Bartlett kind of interview, and he's interviewing Miguel about kicking him down the fucking railing. Why is it always Sheila? Oh, because anytime I have to deal with teams, right, of whatever, anytime or just people out in public, like it's literally just a situation where I'm on the tube and there'll be a group of people waiting to get off the train or whatever, right? And they go, oh my God, Sheila, oh, what are you doing? Oh my God, oh Gabby, and then, oh, what are you doing? What are you doing, Gabe? And then some guy called Steve will come along and just go, right, can you just calm down? Shut up, Steve. And it's like, oh, shut up. I'm trying to go home. Shut up. Shut up. Public transport for you. That's where most of that comes from. I don't know why it's always Sheila, though. It's just the name's catchy. Oh, my God, Sheila. Fucking. Season 2. I mean, hey, I've got a video coming on that soon that you might like. Recency bias and nostalgia are two sides of the same coin. Yeah, it's all about balance. Just because it was Tobey Maguire doesn't mean it's, top dog. And just because it's Tom Holland doesn't mean it's, up here. You can still see what I was trying to do there. But then you get an Andrew that's just in the middle that gets more love now because, we know why. But, shout out to the ones who actually liked Andrew before. Thank you. Season 1 is heavily slept on. It is massively slept on. Everyone's like, oh, season 4, 3, 2, whatever. Season 1 reintroduced us to this world in such a beautiful way. In such a simple way. It worked. It just had bloody, Johnny saying, great, more immigrants. And then bang, story gets kicked off. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Oh, yeah, because it's the recent season, But again, look, I mean, I don't want to take anything away from people. If people genuinely love season 4, that's great. Love it. Live it vicariously. Own it. It's like as I say about like Halloween Resurrection, it's like to quote Dave McRae here, fucking great channel. Check him out if you haven't seen him. Great stuff. I got my nuance and context phrase from him, and it's just kind of run with. But he basically said it, live it, own it. I am a trick-or-treat motherfucker fan. Own it. Bit of Busta Rhymes for you, kicking Michael Myers out of a damn window. I still can't get over that. Well, I watched Halloween, like all of them. Halloween 1 and 2, mint. Skipped Halloween 3, wasn't interested. 4 onwards, I don't know what the hell they were doing. What was that? That wasn't Michael Myers. That was some dude cosplaying. Like, we see Michael Myers going down like a lake shaft or something. Like, we don't see Michael's process of how he gets to A from B. That's not the character. Shit. And then in Resurrection, you Busta Rhymes not only drop kicks him, he kicks him through the fucking window. And Michael Myers is there like dangling like this. He literally goes full on Karate Kid on his ass. He goes, why? It's like, what the? Like, I mean, I know it was the early thousands, but fucking hell, like, just shit, Yeah, exactly. Oh, agree. Hard agree. Yeah, I mean, look, if they love Andrew all of a sudden, then great. Give the man his flowers, but don't just love him for the sake of it. Like have a reason. Miguel and Robbie, heart to heart. Warning, emotional. Darius, you know what you're doing. Ah. Pennywise laugh for you. Robbie apology. Yeah, Robbie owes him a big apology. Season 1 is my, and that's what everyone gets wrong. I may be a Robbie fanboy, but come on, he did nearly kill him. Like, he owes him a big apology, and then some. 2, 3, 1, 4. That's fair. 2 is really. I think everyone talks about the love drama in season 2. I don't think it's that bad as people say it is. Come on, like, I mean, you got the Tommy and Johnny conversation, you got the school fight, you got the Hawk trying to, I mean, Hawk was moving mad in season 2, but he progressed. It was key to his arc. How good season 2 really is. Yeah, I mean, hey, the love drama is, but it's not that bad. It's all right. I mean, that's my girl, that's my. I was like, ew, dear. Yeah, and this is the thing. The thing is with Michael Myers, the more you reveal about him, the less intimidating and scary he is. Keep that shit under lock and key. We don't need to see it. Like, even in Halloween Ends, right? I don't want to see him in a vulnerable position. You just kill him and have you go into the ether. That's it. You don't reveal whether he's dead. That's it. Sounded like Pennywise. That was the point, sir. He's like, you want a Highland water, Jacob? You want it? You want it? Ah, fuck off. I'll go to the store and buy my own one. Get the fuck down there. Hey, give me a grenade. Phil, give me a grenade. Here, open your fat mouth. Down there. Bye-bye. Bang. Pick the prick up. Oh, honestly, sorry, yeah, Pennywise is a character that Bill Skarsgård is fucking amazing, but Pennywise, personally, as a character, I can't stand that geezer. Tell you what, he got off absolutely scot-free. Should have ripped that dude's bloody arms off. Miguel will attack Robbie with a weapon. No. Stop watching clickbaity videos. Come on, that ain't happening. Miguel's gonna be more curious as to, like, what the hell are you doing here? Why is it anytime Robbie's somewhere, someone's like, what the hell are you doing? It's like a thing. Yeah. Season 2 loved it. Yeah, but I mean, season 2 was alright. Wasn't that bad. Oh, the mole fight. Now, that was sick. And hey, I gotta say, it was inspired by Power Rangers. The creators even said it. I'm just saying, Robbie, Tommy Oliver, I'm just throwing it out there. And Alex, it was Rebound. Well, yeah, it was Rebound. It wasn't that bad. Just add Penny. Yeah, he's a top tier villain. Jesus, and here we go. It's just, yeah. Oh, I mean, I freaking love it. I adore it. I'm like, damn, that's sick. I mean, don't get me wrong. Robbie, like, gets his ass thrown into a thing, and then Hawk gets whacked across the whole mall. But it's all right. It's all right. Final 3 minutes, people. Final 3 minutes. Oh, Jesus. I sat down for too long. This is why, like, I can't spend too much time sitting down on my ass watching stuff, because I get fidgety. It's like I was saying the other day, like, as great as it is that we're getting all these shows and movies and stuff, like, that's a lot of time sat on your ass watching it. It's like, I like to go out, it's like, shit, like, it's almost like Homer Simpson's chair in Simpsons. He's got an arse groove. I don't lie, I'm nuanced. Right, okay. Can we just lay the foundation here? I know I got the phrase context and nuance from someone else, and it's become kind of my thing. Can we all, this is a PSA, disclaimer, can we all stop overusing my phrase, please, in the wrong context? Because it's actually annoying now. Like, stop it. Let's stop using my phrases in the wrong light. Let's stop that rubbish. Stop it. So that goes for you, Juliana, Tristan, Lisa, Shamoon, King, RJ, Darius, all of you. I don't know. No. Margot, who else is in here? None of you. Stop it. You're using it in the wrong context. I use it to make it enhanced points. And now the chat's going to be full of people like, oh, Jacob, I totally don't do that. It's like, yeah, you do. You all do. I can't. Yeah, no, I can't watch TV for that long. No. No, even you, RJ. Stop using my lines. That's my line. You'll use it wrong. It really rubs me up the wrong way. And that because it misses the point. You're missing the point. Some of you will know that one. And RJ, if you think it's you, it's probably you. But don't worry. Where's my hat? I still love you all anyway. No, I'm telling you as well, Shimoon. I'm telling you all. Oh, I'll include you. What the hell are you gonna do about it? I kick you over a railing, remember? So that's not the real cut. There you go. I got to throw that in. Oh, no, don't worry, Natalie. No, I just meant it as a joke, guys. Don't worry. You can say it. Go ahead. It was just meant to be a little joke. All right, fucking hell, chill out, RJ. Is that why you wanted me to say that? You just wanted me to bring that line back up. Welcome to my world. I get called out all the time. That real Jesus, it's too hot to keep wearing this. Ugh. No, you do not. Context and nuance isn't just something you can throw out there and then that's it. That's the end of it. No, context and nuance is the deeper minerals of a conversation, right? That extend past what we can see. They're the little details, the little inclinations that make things what they are. It's you know what, Darius? All right, fine. Screw it. You've asked for this. I've had enough. Where is it? I've had enough of it. Where is it? I need to do it. Right. Okay. There you go. This is for you. Enjoy it. Revel in it. That's all for you. Exactly. My mind tends to wander. If I'm sat down all the time, it can get boring. The real cut is Jacob getting pressure points done to him by me. Keep dreaming. Who's taller? Darius, what did you remind? Yeah, thank you. Love you, Shimoon. But no, Natalie, you make a good point. It's like I can't sit that long on my ass watching something. I just get fidgety. It's like it's great every now and then. You just started a war. Oh, a war suggests you'll stand a chance of winning. You ain't beating my ass. I'm just trying to have a casual conversation. It's that guy from Peacemaker. How I bring in context. Nuance is hardly used in mine. Yeah, because you learned it from me. You're turning into Iron Man. Yeah, I know. Yeah, this is the thing. I'm turning into Iron Man. You know what? I'm not turning into Iron Man. I'm turning into Rick Grimes in this. This isn't a democracy anymore. I run this. That's it. I've had enough. I'm calling you all out. All here. Nervous drinking, by the way. Hydration. If you know, you know. Skittles. There you go. Lisa's thinking the right thing. Skittles. There we go. Shout out to you, TCK. Which Rick? Season 5. No, I'm talking like straight off the bat killing Shane. Like where he's like, this isn't a democracy anymore. You know? East side versus west side. Who's east? Fucking it's more like London versus, you know? Got nothing but love for you. Fucking hell, man. I love how the first, 40, 50 minutes were the Batman. The next 40, 50 minutes were Star Wars. And then after that, it's just been... Oh, I'll just say it. Fuck it. One big oatmeal. There you go. Brilliant. I use context and nuance with... Oh, bollocks. Behave. You lie. Well, I mean, look. As much as Tony was petty in that scene, it was like, my father made that shield. Tensions are high. It's an emotional scene. You know, I can forgive it, you know? And if Wanda goes around killing everyone in the multiverse, then I'm going to agree with Iron Man on that one. Jesus. No, three-legged kid. Cupcakes. I know what I'm doing that. Oh, and hang on. You called me Ugg? Man, have you seen the divine god that is on the screen right now? Look at my sexy ass. I don't think so. It's like I walked out of Vogue. I will have my vengeance. Iron Man was a baby. He got whooped. Yeah, but I mean, you know, come on, come on, you know. The roasts are real today. I mean, hey, I've had a long day. We're going all in. If Wanda kills, if Wanda does that shit, then what you do, right, in that instance, I'm not going to be angry. Here's what you do. You bring in Ghost Rider to give her a penance stare, and you make her feel the pain of all the souls she's hurt and done wrong, and you kill her. Oh, I'm joking too. Guys, you haven't got to say that you're joking. I'm joking too. It's just because, you know, I'm trying to react to like 5, 6 of you at the same time. I'm trying to give you all kind of yeah. Let's reel that back in. Oh, screw it. You know what we need? We need peace and love. That's what we need. That's what we need. Screw it. I'm playing the song again. That's it. That's it. There we go. Playing it again. Penny. Bruh. Right. That's 2 things that have wound me up there. Is Pennywise is a knob, and Cyclops needs to be done justice. You kind of reversed that, you know? How's that Flash movie? Oh, yeah. Ouch. Really? The Flash, or is it Batman with the Flash? Obviously not ugly. You get star points for that one. I'll give you that one. You used the Borat reference. Fair enough. Fair enough. This is actually quite a nice tune, to be fair. I would dime it back on that sound right there, but it's actually alright. No, I wouldn't be happy about that at all. I wouldn't be happy about that at all. I hated seeing him die the first time. Well, yeah, but I mean, we're all fanboys and fangirls at the end of the day. We're all stupid. The thing is, we all got to remember this one thing. We're all nerds, okay? The whole world looks at us like we're weird, you know? We're all a bit weird. But you do have I love WandaVision because it focused on things like mental health. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Like, I think, Shamoon, you an example of your context and nuance is watching it back, like, on rewatch, but all at once. You really enjoy it and soak it in more. So, no, Cap isn't perfect, for sure. For sure. Nerds are what's up. You're damn right. You're damn right, Cinnamon, but let them know. Oh, you're welcome, Lisa. No, this is fine. Hey, this is fucking chaos, is what it is. This is, you know, as Jack Sparrow would say, this is politics. That's what this is. That's exactly what this is. I can't wait to. Hang on, let me just check something real quick. Let me just send something. 1 second. Okay, I'm at 240. Do I? Right, another 3 minutes. For sake. Shout out to you, Luke, if you watch this. You commented last time, you know, about how I say like an hour. I was meant to finish at 1:30, and then everyone joined in, and it turned into one big oatmeal. Oh yes, absolutely. Oh no, not even. I don't want him dying again either. No, I didn't like him dying the first time. Cap was wrong to lie to Tony. King, I know you are just sat there with the biggest smile on your face, just watching the chaos ensue. I love it. I love it. Some men just want to watch the world burn. Whoa! A bit too much. Oh, no. Yeah, this is like me with the wife in a few years after I'm just like, I told you to stop streaming, but it could be more important. It's just Ned's face here. He just looks so done. Just like absolutely done. Love conquers all. Yes, it does. Yes, it does indeed. I love just playing like these random images and stuff throughout the stream. Damn. Jacob is Bert. Man. Avi Arad. Yeah, that's the true enemy. Love does conquer all. It does indeed. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Miss Watson, I'm talking to you. Yes, Enrique, okay? I get you. The Hawkeye clip is funny. Let me play it one more time then. Dude, when me and RJ watched it, man, fucking hell, we were crying every 2 seconds. It's just the way he just randomly did it out of nowhere. Just out of nowhere. It's perfect. Brilliant stuff. All right. Okay, guys. I'm going to end there because I'm going to go and get some sleep. It's been one massive whatever this last fucking hour was. So a good hour and 30 of good nuanced discussion. See, I use my phrases appropriately, unlike you lot in the chat that just use it for the sake of sounding like Jacob. You want to sound like me, but you ain't me. Now, too good. Too fucking good. Just stroking the ego all the time. Fucking, I'm playing that song again. I'm playing that song again. Sorry. I'm playing that song again. Let's crank up the volume. There we go. Too good. Just got to stroke the ego just a little bit more. It's too good. Oh God, she doesn't love you. She loves me. Take care, Jay. Okay, guys. Thank you all for tuning in. For those who have been here since the beginning, shout out to you. I appreciate you. For those who are here, for the Batman image talking discussion, whatever it was, 40, 50 minutes. Thank you for the Kenobi part. Thank you all. And for the last hour and whatever this is, I'm gonna leave Ego Central now. Ciao. Of course. Bye, egotistical Jacob. Sleep, mofo. Yeah. Damn right, mofo. Damn right. Good night, Lisa. And you too. Thanks, Natalie. Okay, guys. You know the drill. You know what we end with. You know what we end with. Let's turn that music off. Let's end with a nice little countdown. I use nuance when I damn well please. Well, that would be never. Don't use it incorrectly. How's the pie? So good. Spider-Man. Do you know, it would have been funny, though, if James Franco, when he was in that moment, and he said, so good, and you just hear James Brown, so good, playing out, Jacob, outro. You know what's about to happen. Are you all ready? Are you set?
Oh, no. Hello there.
No! You are in big doo-doo this time. And
welcome to the end credits scene of Chosen Live number 50. You will never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. Execute Order 66.
May the force be with you, always. Because in the Matt Reeves